Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Women's Football Chat Live. We're continuing today with our coverage of women's football at the Olympics. Now we have the United States of America against Germany. We've already been tracked to a very good game this morning and we've seen some great games throughout the day. We've just been watching Zambia-Australia, which still isn't over. Somehow 5-5. What's going on today?
What a mental day of football, as you say. We saw the heroics of Japan scoring 2 goals in additional time to turn that game against Brazil on its head. As you say, currently Australia and Zambia are playing out a 5-5 draw. Spain have just been saved at the death by Putas. If not, they were going to draw 0-0 to Nigeria. It has been a crazy day for football and it only carries on. US versus Germany. This is going to be a very, very good game. A blockbuster tie. 2 very good teams under new management. It's going to be a very, very good game. I can't call it. And if it's anything like we've already seen today, we're in for an absolute brilliant game.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, the US looked really solid in their opening match against Zambia. Since then, we've seen that Zambia are actually a really formidable opponent. Equally, Germany completely tore apart Australia, and now Australia are struggling against Zambia. So I'm not sure the quality of Australia at the moment. They didn't look very good against Germany. They haven't looked good today. But Germany, great, solid first game, considering that, you know, maybe Australia aren't as good as they normally are this year, but they're still a very good team, and it's a very difficult game. So I still think that, you know, bodes really well for Germany. I still think the US result bodes really well for them. So this should be a really interesting matchup. I think these two will be close tonight. I don't think we're going to see either side walk today's game. I think if I had to give that slight judgment call, I'd say the US looks stronger on paper.
Yeah.
But I think it's tight. I think it's really tight. So this game really could go either way. I think Germany not having Oberdorf makes a huge difference here.
Yeah, 100%. And that is a big miss we talked about in the Australia game. Didn't matter too much in a game where they were already favourites, but in a game like this where they are, you know, it's even, if not they're the slight, you know, underdogs, they needed a player like her. So that's a big miss for Germany. But overall, they're going to have to be on their A game today because this US side look very, very strong. Some of the best players in the world, with one of the best managers in the world of, you know, or even not all of all time. This is the big test for USA. Emma Hayes had a couple games now. As you say, the Zambia game was good, but this is probably their toughest test so far under her reign. And this will be very intriguing to see where the United States are.
Yeah, this is a huge test, as you say. It's going to be really testing, as is in the word. Let's have a look then at the lineups for today's game. USA versus Germany, 2 sides who, it's been a while, I think, since they've met on the competitive stage. They've got a load of friendlies. The last time they met competitively was in the Women's World Cup final in 2015.
Wow.
Where US ran out 2-0 winners. But since then, they've not met in a competitive fixture. They have had a few friendlies, but no competitive fixtures. We are in Marseille, the Stade Orange Velodrome tonight, and the team is as follows. For the USA, it's a 4-3-3. In goal, Neher. A back 4 of Fox, Germer, Davidson and Dunn. In the middle of 3, it's Coffey, Horan and Lavelle, and a front line, of course, of Rodman, Swanson and Smith. Understandably, that front line is going to grab a lot of the headlines. This is a very strong side, the US.
Yeah, 100%. It's quality all over the pitch, but as you mentioned, I mean, that front 3 is one of the deadliest in the women's game right now. That is absolutely lethal. You've got quality everywhere you look. 3 dangerous players who all have the ability to pick the ball up and find the back of the net, to grab a game by the scruff of its neck and complete, you know, drag this US side across the line. When you've got 3 players who can do that, you win every game, unsurprisingly. But yeah, really good, strong USA 11.
Very much so. Let's have a look then at this Germany team. So it's quite difficult to piece together because last time Alexander Popp, who's usually a striker, looked more like a midfielder in that game. Yeah. So this looks more like a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 type thing. In goal, it's Ann-Katrine Berger. A back 4 of Gwyn, Hedrick, Heggering and Rauch. Rauch coming into the side. That's the only change, I believe, from the other game. Then the midfield of Brands on the right-hand side. Minge, Pop and Buell, with Nusken playing just off of Lea Schuler up front. Germany were fantastic against Australia. We streamed that game, and I think their squad is packed with talent.
Yeah, 100%. As you say, they were really good against Australia, and that game wasn't easy going for the first half an hour or so. That first half was a very difficult half because Australia gave them a game, but they came through it. They scored from that corner, and then in the second half they kind of took control. And that was the most impressive part for me, is the way that they did manage to dictate the game after that. You know, I don't think Australia did too much wrong. Germany were just very, very good, as you said. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what kind of performance they can bring against a much tougher opponent. We saw players like Eula Brand was very, very good. Buell was very good as well. Can they deliver that performance against a tougher opposition? I mean, we saw Brand, incredible footwork, could beat 2 or 3 Australian defenders. Can she do that again tonight up against the US defence?
That would be the big question. Australia have scored 6-5 Australia. Michelle Heyman with that goal. Huge. Incredible game. And that puts them onto 3 points now in the group, and it puts a lot of pressure on whoever loses tonight, if there is indeed a loser.
Yeah, exactly that, because then if it's a US point of view, it'd be a straight shootout between them and Australia. If Germany are to lose, then they will have to beat Zambia, who have proven across the 2 games they are not easily beatable.
Well, they can certainly be a handful.
Exactly. They'll score some goals. They can score goals. Maybe their defensive weakness is something they need to be careful of, but they're definitely an exciting team to watch, and they've given us a great game there against Australia. But yeah, I think I'm intrigued to see whether tonight is going to be a really nervy and cagey affair, or whether we're going to see some very exciting and flowing football.
Yeah, definitely so. It's going to be very interesting to see. Thanks everyone that's tuning in. Heme Chingmak Ponganer, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, says, hello, where can I watch live? If you're in the UK, it is on Eurosport, so you can watch there. If you're outside the UK, then unfortunately I'm not sure, but if you can't find anywhere to watch it, you're more than welcome to watch it here. But yeah, it should be a really interesting one tonight. Hopefully a good game between these 2 sides. I think that the US on paper should have the advantage, but it's really difficult to call.
Well, that's the thing. Is there a chance tonight that the US can just take control of this game, can just win the game 2 or 3-0, and then suddenly the game's taken away from Germany today? That I can see that happening. I think we're either in for. I don't see Germany running away with it. It's the problem for them. So I'm intrigued to see what they can do, because even if they challenge the US, I still think the US will have enough to win the game.
Yeah.
And that's a big problem for Germany, is they are going to have to deliver a very high quality performance and hope that the US are not on their game, which is very unlikely, because when Emma Hayes is your manager and you have an 11 that carries the quality that the USA do, it would take a lot. It would take a lot for them to be off their game.
Indeed, and I think that the US want to come into this and prove a point. The last World Cup was abysmal. For a side who'd won so much in the women's game and was such a dominant force, their performance in 2023 was really abysmal. They didn't ever get going. Did they group stage knockout or round 16 knockout?
Round Sweden on penalties.
That was it, yeah. They were just so poor in that tournament, and they'll be keen to make a statement. New management in the form of Emma Hayes, joined by Carla Ward, of course, and Denise Reddy.
What a trio.
Dream team, really. And yeah, as I say, they'll be keen to make a statement, they'll be keen to make an impact and show that they are a force to be reckoned with, because I think a lot of people in 2023 will be going, well, you know what, maybe the US aren't as good as they used to be. Maybe there's an opportunity now for someone else to come and dominate in the women's game. They can't allow that, the US. They need to prove themselves, and they did. They did really well in that Zambia game, but they need to build on that, and they need to take that to that next step. And it'll be interesting, because this is the big challenge, isn't it, against Germany today, a top European nation. I think we were talking on the stream earlier, is there a difference now between players playing in the NWSL and players playing in European competition? Because if you look at the sides who have predominantly NWSL players, they tend to be performing worse. The US are here to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
The US are here to prove that they still have a really incredibly strong domestic league, and that their national side has what it takes to compete at the top.
Yeah, I mean, and under new management, it definitely feels like a bit of a changing of the guard for the US. We saw only a couple bit were surprised with Emma Hayes' squad selection. She's definitely favouring the youth over the more experienced and trusted players. Obviously, Alex Morgan was the bigger mission from this Olympics, but that shows what Emma Hayes is here to do. She's here to bring the US back to where they once were, and by doing that, she's bringing through the young players that deserve a chance. The very highly rated, high potential players that could lead America to more and more trophies further down the line.
Jackie Japan says I support USA because they got a woman manager. Yeah, so England do as well. Obviously Canada have Beth Priest. I'm trying to think of all the other teams, because obviously Germany now have Horst Hrubeck. You've got Australia obviously is Gustafsson. So a lot of teams do have male managers now. Yeah, but there is a decent split. But yeah, should be interesting to see what happens today. 14 votes in the poll chat, by the way, and so far 86% think the United States are going to win tonight, and then 13% going for Germany. Nobody predicting a draw. So, yeah, it definitely the poll favouring America at least.
Yeah, definitely so. But that's expected. Huge support for the USA. They're a very, very good side, and realistically, they should have enough to beat Germany today. But it will be a tough game, and if Germany play the way we know they can, they'll make this very difficult for the US today.
Yeah, definitely so. And I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I'm intrigued to see how the US line up tactically. I think that.
Yeah.
I'm also intrigued to see Smith's performance because she got hooked at half time in the last game, and which was before half time, I think, actually. I'm not sure if that's injury related, but I think that looking at the performances of Swanson and Rodman obviously scored, Swanson got a brace. Smith was a bit quiet in comparison to those two.
Yeah.
I think, I want to see whether she can raise that level again tonight.
Yeah, potentially so, yeah. I think the big thing for me is because we talk about, where is the level for this USA side? If they do rock, because the Zambia game we can't really take much from. So if Emma Hayes and the USA rock up today and beat Germany 3 or 4-0, do we need to suddenly go, okay, this is the USA we know.
Yeah.
This is the USA we've seen dominate football over the last, not over the last few years, but the years before that. So I think there could be a big statement made tonight if Emma Hayes and her US side can get a big, strong victory across the line today.
Yeah, definitely so. It's going to be interesting to see, and I think for American fans who perhaps were disheartened by the performance in 2023, this is going to be a really important game to get fans back on side. Not that they won't have that same support, but you want that belief. You want that belief that they're going to go into World Cup 27 and Copa America 25. They go into those competitions as favourites. I think, to be fair, with Copa America now, given Brazil's drop-off recently, they do go in as favourites regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, that World Cup in 27 is going to be a really interesting one because 100%. I think the women's football landscape is really interesting now to see the different nations coming up. I think Spain are only going to keep developing, so they're going to be right up there. I think obviously England look really strong at the moment. They were the finalists in World Cup 23. So there's a lot of sides in that conversation now, and it's not just dominated by the United States anymore. They've got other teams to beat off now. And so I think they'll be keen to show that they've got what it takes.
Yeah,
and tonight
definitely.
would go a long way to prove that.
100%. Predictions?
Yes, it is worth getting some predictions. If you are watching along, then get involved in the live chat. Give us your predictions and we'll make sure to read them out. But I'll start with you, Harry. What is your prediction for tonight's game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a close one, but I'm going to have to back the USA. I think they just look stronger on paper for me, and I think they're going to turn up pretty well. I'll go 3-1. I think it'll be one of those where it's a close game and then they'll get a third towards the end that makes it a little more comfortable. I will go Horan to give the US the lead. It'll then be an equaliser from Pop, and then it will be the second goal will come through Smith, and then the third will be a consolation towards the end, and that will be from Swanson. Yeah,
fair enough. I think this is going to be quite a high-scoring game because I think that both sides have very strong attacks, and both sides perhaps aren't incredible defensively. I think Germany showed against Australia that against a better team maybe they would have conceded. Australia didn't really come forwards.
No.
And they didn't against Zambia until the last 40 minutes where they scored 4 goals. But yeah, I think neither side's particularly strong defensively, and I think that could be exploited tonight. So I'm going to go a fairly high-scoring... Tempted to go 3-3. I think I'm going to go 2-2 draw, though.
Fair enough.
I think we might have already been sport to all the goals, and this is going to be 0-0 now.
6-5.
6-5, exactly. But I'm confident we're going to see a high-scoring game. I will say US open the scoring and lead at half-time through Trinity Rodman. I think then Germany will pull 2 back and lead 2-1 through Leah Schuler and Clara Buell. Eula Brandt to get both the assists. And then I think US will get a late winner from, I was going to say Kat Macario from the bench, but she's injured. I'm going to check who's on the bench because I want to go for someone who perhaps wouldn't get mentioned otherwise. So I'm going to say Williams then. I'll say Lynn Williams from Gotham to get that equaliser at the end. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I think the US and Germany both evenly matched, quite evenly matched on the field. I'd say US slightly edge it, but it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, definitely so.
On the sidelines, US massively.
When you've got Emma Hayes and Denise Reddy in your dugout, you're having a party anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. Especially when over the other side, Horst is using baby wipes to keep himself cool. Respect it, whatever works.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But yeah. They decided to play some good football in the opening game, and I think he'll be keen to see them do the same here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and build towards Euro 2025 if he's still there.
Mate.
Still around. But
Big
USA, Jackie Japan saying USA got a killer front three, but the backline worried me a little bit. I'm intrigued. Again, I haven't watched enough US to be able to make a great judgment, but I know a lot of people confused to why Dunn starts at left back. By the way, we are underway here in Marseille. It's the US that get us started here. And yeah, Germany with a point to prove tonight. US with a point to prove. Should be a good game.
Yeah, definitely so.
And instantly, Germany sending it forwards and US knocking it around the back. Neuer.
Two sides that would love to get an Olympic medal.
Now Davidson. Trying to carry it forwards. But yeah, I'll also be very intrigued to see how Germany deal with pressure tonight. What we saw in that Australia game, because well, we didn't see much of Germany under pressure because Australia didn't really come forward. So, and when they didn't take their chances.
Yeah,
massively missed an out-and-out number 9. USA definitely have one. We saw that in the Zambia game. Swanson is more than capable of finding the back of the net. Here is Emily Fox. Needs a forward pass. It's flicked on well. And a ball down the channel for Smith to chase. And does that come off Hendrick? I think it did. No, it's back to the Germany goalkeeper. So yeah.
Yeah,
first say the side coming forwards first in this one, though.
Yeah, 100%. And that's exactly what you expect. First few moments are massive for Germany. If they concede an early goal, then suddenly it's going to be a long night for them.
Yeah.
It's very imperative that you do not concede early to the United States.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely so. Ball forward from Heggering, and it's quite a long ball forward, but it's going to drop in there for Leah Schuler now, and she looks to find Eula Brand, but Dunn gets across there well. Fox unable to get that under her control. Here is Clara Buell. Now Leah Schuler. Can she pick out someone in the box? Puts it in there. Nusken can't quite get there. Dunn clears it away, but it's still alive for Germany here. Gwyn will let that go for a throw. Germany now can camp in the US half. Minge ball into the box, looking for Schuler at the back post, but that goes across the face of goal, unchallenged by Germany. Very tempting ball though into the box.
Yeah, couple successive crosses there from Germany, trying to put some pressure on the USA backline.
Yeah,
which is definitely an area that you can test, and I think if you put it under enough pressure, it could have some problems.
Yeah, in chat, by the way, Caden went back to the stream saying, I'm back. What a game against Australia and Zambia. Indeed,
Crazy.
That was an incredible game. An instant classic, I'd say. And then Justin saying, Germany's the best kits I've seen so far. 100%. Huge fan of both the Germany kits. But it's a USA throw now then. Fox. Needs a forward option. Goes to Lavelle. Back to Fox. Down the line as Swanson now flicks it back to Lavelle. And they're coming forwards. But that's a really important challenge from Heggering, and they regain possession. Okay, says, who do you think will win this game? I predicted a draw. I said it would be 2-2.
I said USA.
You said USA win, yeah. I think the US are definite favourites. When you look at the poll and chat, it's a little more even now. 65% USA, 35% Germany. If you are supporting either of the sides involved in tonight's game, by the way, do get involved in the live chat. Tell us who you're supporting. We'd love to hear from you guys. But yeah, that was almost a bit messy there between Minge and Hendrick, but they get away with it. Swanson touched it down to Lavelle. Rodman plays it back, and they're under pressure, and that's a poor pass from Horan, and it's picked off there. Here come Germany. Eula Brand across to Schuler, should score. What a save! Nusken blocked again, falls to the edge, and it's cleared away there by Lavelle. That is incredibly messy for the US. What a save from Neuer.
How have Germany not scored?
Phenomenal stop.
How have Germany not scored? That is a must score.
That's a huge opportunity.
So early on in the game, it is an absolute carnage, as you say, from the USA.
Yeah.
Germany should have punished. That's a massive opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, Jackie put in chats saying that USA's backline worries him a little bit. Understandable there, because what on earth was that defender? USA just got torn open, and Leah Schuler with a gilt-edged opportunity.
Fast start from Germany.
Yeah, that should be 1-0 Germany, really.
Yeah.
Big let-off for that US backline. False flag up to the stream saying, why is Lena McGool not on the German roster? To be fair, we were asking the same question on Wednesday night when we were watching the Australia game. We have no idea.
Didn't get called up. I don't know whether she didn't. She either didn't choose to come, or she either chose not to be selected, or Horst doesn't rate her.
Or she's injured, I'm not sure. But I haven't seen any record of an injury.
No.
So, yeah. Here's Coffey under pressure.
But definitely.
Nuskin hounding her for the ball.
A massive let-off for the USA. Massive.
Yeah, I mean a huge save from Naya as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely crucial. Horan. And she gets forced down there by Brand. Referee sees nothing wrong with it though, so it will be a throw.
Yeah. Just feels like...
No, it will be free kick.
US got away on that. They need to stabilise, and then you start get your players into the game. Get your Rodman, get your Smith on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe Leah Schuler missed that. That's not a chance that a player of that quality
It's a good save, don't
misses.
get me wrong, but she should score it no matter what the goalkeeper does there.
Yeah.
You're so close to the goal, you've got the whole goal to aim at, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant reactions and good anticipation from Naya, but realistically, she should be nowhere near it.
Fox and Horan back to Fox. They will now go across to Davidson. Ball down the line, and it does find Rodman, touches it inside to Smith. It doesn't quite come off, and Germany will look to spring on the counter. Nuskin. Gwynn plays it up the line. It's brought down well by Brand. Ball inside to Schuler over here. And that will be recovered by Germany, but Fox under pressure from Leah Schuler. Tries to play out through Germer, and I think now US will be able to play out now. Fosflag saying, okay, yeah, no idea why Lena Magoo's not involved. Alex says that Australia-Zambia game was mental. Yeah, as I said earlier, an instant classic of the Olympics. 6-5, incredible game. Some great goals involved as well.
Crazy stuff.
Exactly what we want to see from this competition. Here's Germer. Now Horan. Ball down the line, looking for Swanson. Cuts out, and Germany looking to play that quickly. Swanson's on this side.
That's Rodman with the pink hair.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
I think anyway, yeah. Find out in a minute. By the way, I watched number 5.
Ball inside. Well, they don't stick to the normal rules that seem to apply to the men's game with numbers. Yeah, it's a tricky problem. I could have sworn Swanson had her hair pink as well for the opener.
Oh, they probably all did. I think so. Because I thought initially Smith had pink hair.
Right.
At one point.
Here's Fox. Now Horan. To Germer. Now Davidson. I was confused why Swanson was out wide, to be fair, but didn't want to question it. Thought Hayes has gone a bit crazy with the tactic.
No, whatever Hayes does, you got
Exactly.
back into the hill.
But that's brilliant from Eula Brand to take Horan out of the game, and now she's bursting down the left-hand side for Germany.
Well recovered from Lavelle. But USA, I was thinking a free kick to the US. USA have not settled down. They really have not settled into this game. And they've got to be careful. Because they cannot afford to keep giving Germany good opportunities.
Yeah.
And we've already seen, Eula Brand, when she gets the ball down, not only in the Australia game, but in this game as well, she's a deadly player with the ball at her feet.
Yeah, Molnar Tamas went to the stream saying Lena was too old in German, but luckily my GCSE German coming in clutch there. That's an interesting take. Only 29, Lena Magoo. But I mean, if she's too old, then what's Alexandra Pop? So, yeah.
It's interesting.
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
Davidson.
I think it's an interesting one to have, because where will she come in though? Because obviously you've got...
Well, she wouldn't start, but a great rotation option, sure.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, now that Shocker Nuskin's a striker, thanks to Emma Hayes. Nuskin plays everywhere.
Horan, that's quality.
And it's a nice exchange, and Rodman's
better.
down this right-hand side. Chance for the USA. Can she deliver the pass? Has she held on to that too long? Finds Smith. It's going to fall for Dunn at the back post. Takes aim, and it's blocked. Did Rodman hold on to that slightly too long there? Could that ball have gone in first time to Swanson in there?
Yeah, definitely so. It much better from the US though, and that's what happens when you get the right players on the ball. It's that 1-2 touch football. It was initially the turn from Horan to then find the pass to Rodman. Much better stuff from the US, and it's another 1-2 and Rodman's in
now
again.
bursting into the penalty area. Ball in. It's falls to Smith, and it's there. USA 1, Germany 0. And that is a very well taken goal. They found a lot of joy getting in behind down this right-hand side. And finally, they found a goal. Rodman could have created a chance a moment earlier. Creates one now. Smith at the back post to turn it home. USA 1, Germany 0.
And that's what the US do. Couple minutes there, they've turned it up. 1-2 touch football. They move it so quickly. No team in the world could keep up. It's brilliant, brilliant football. Lavelle and Rodman with the 1-2. Superb from Rodman. Lovely ball in.
Yeah.
Swanson just trying to flick it on the end, but
defending here. Pop is in a position she's not massively familiar with,
No.
given she's used to being up front. The right back Gwyn does not get tight with Sophia Smith. That's criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, way too easy. But take nothing away from the US. Doesn't matter how easy the opportunity ends up to be. They had to create it in the first place, and they took it in the end very well. So they lead here after just 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's a huge goal. I mean, we talk about they got a massive let off at one end. A huge opportunity for Germany that they missed. US, though, when they get chances, they take them.
And now they're coming forwards again. Rodman forced backwards. Taurus 2016, continuing the McGall chat, saying McGall was good enough for the Olympics. That's what I mean. I'm confused to why she's not involved.
Yeah, I think so. I have to agree.
But yeah. So here come US, that's headed away.
This is what happens. You get Lindsay Horan on the ball and suddenly things start to tick. And that pass there, if that got in behind, suddenly you've got Rodman over the back line again, and you're in massive trouble.
Rodman is causing all sorts of issues for that fullback. Rauch. I'm not sure why Rauch has come in for this game. She didn't play the opener. I'm trying to remember who it was.
They did a good job of marking Hayley Rass out of the game. So
Linda.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't take. I thought she did a good job.
And offered some decent attacking width as well. So I'm not sure on that decision. Here's Smith. Another chance for the USA. It's cut out. But Germany now are getting sliced open every single time. They need to shore it up defensively. If not, this is going to be a massacre. It's
out wide. It's the US ability. They shift it to one side. And then it means and then they drag everyone over there. And you open up so much space on the other flank. So, for example, that time it was Smith trying to give it to Rodman. The goal was Rodman giving it across to Smith. It's incredible. It's just incredible. No team in the world can keep up with it when they're at their best.
Yeah, truly phenomenal football. It's now another corner for the USA as they look to extend their advantage. They play it short. Can they put the ball into the box now?
Oh, what
finds Lavelle. Lavelle puts it in there, and that's a good save from Ann-Katrine Berger. A vital save. She's been caught in the face there as well.
Brilliant routine from USA.
Yeah, that's a really well-worked opportunity.
Yeah, really smart. Berger, I think she'll be alright. Did just take a knock, as you say.
Yeah.
Once she saved it.
But the experienced goalkeeper is used to taking knocks like that and will shake it off well. But this year, really well-worked routine. Lavelle just tried to lift it into the front post.
Ball in the face.
Yeah. But anything to keep the ball out of the back of the net, hey?
Yeah, stop the going in the goal.
Another corner. This one slightly less well worked, and Germany can clear it away. Just a momentary respite, but it does give Eula Brand something to chase after as well, and she has gone and won it.
Running.
But it's a fantastic piece of defending there from Emily Fox. We saw that at Arsenal this season, that spirit to get back in and fight for the ball, and she's done it there again. Won that ball back well. USA have possession.
Yeah, Fox had a brilliant domestic season with Arsenal in her first OSL campaign. She came in really strong, and at Arsenal, we're hoping that she can carry that. When US, we're hoping she can carry it into this Olympic Games, then out of the other side of it, hoping they can carry it into next season.
Yeah.
But the USA they've got comfortable, they've turned up, they're playing their stuff, and they're looking really strong.
Coffey tries to spread it wide. That's a crucial header away from Rauch, though, who got caught a little bit high there. Fox, again, Rauch keeps getting caught out.
Balls onto Rodman every single time.
Yeah. And even if she's not ahead of Rauch, she's going to be, because she is quicker. So, yeah. It's incredibly difficult to mark her. And the problem that Germany have right now is if you look at how the US are playing, Germany is sat in pretty much a back four, by the way, because Eula Brand is dropping in to try and deal with Sophia Smith. So they're so deep, but US are making the pitch so wide with Smith and Rodman. And then you've got, I think it's Rodman tucking in and Dunn making the width as well. That's the crucial thing with having Dunn there. I know people say, we shouldn't be playing a winger at left back, but what it gives you is that width. Because she's pretty much a winger, and she's good enough defensively. You create width in possession because you've now got Rodman and Dunn in wide areas. You push Smith inside, and it's very difficult to stop the US playing around you, as we're seeing here, because they keep knocking around Germany like they're not even there. And if they don't do something soon, this is going to get nasty. Here come the USA again. Sophia Smith darting inside with the ball, looking dangerous, takes aim, and that's just wide. Nobody in a US shirt able to get another touch on that.
Not a bad effort at all.
No, not at all. Jackie's saying, I told you we've got a killer front three. You do indeed. Already 1-0 up in this game. Kamanga saying commentary is terrific. Appreciate the praise. And thanks everyone that's tuning in for this evening's game. And then Amir saying, how did Zambia lose that match? I know, at one point they were 5-2 up. They went on to lose 6-5. They'll feel very hard done by in that one, but should have held on from there. But Germany now trying to come forward, trying to bring a fight to the US in this game, which they did in the early stages. Then they've had a very difficult last sort of 5-10 minutes spell. They've just got to get the foot on the ball and stop this happening. They keep getting the ball away, and if anyone's going to get to that ball, it's Sophia Smith, and I think she is going to get there. The ball's held up enough. Smith now has a shot on goal, and it's saved by Ann-Katrine Berger.
Yeah, brilliant running. I mean, it's one of those games where I think Germany will look back on it and they'll go, if we'd scored that early chance, what would have happened?
That was Swanson, wasn't it? Who went out and got the ball in the corner, but yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah. If they'd scored that chance 3 minutes into the game, this could be a completely different outcome.
Yeah. Instead it'd be the US chasing the game. They may well be level by now, but still, it would have been the US chasing the game. Now the US have the advantage. It's very difficult to wrestle that back now.
Yeah.
Because they've got a lead to defend. And if there's any manager in any team that's going to defend a lead, it's Emma Hayes and it's this US side. So
100%.
I think Germany are in a really tough spot now.
I think, it's the out of possession 4-4-2 as well that we've seen at Chelsea as well under Emma Hayes. It's a really...
Well, that's the key thing that she brings that a lot of international managers don't have, and it's options.
Yeah.
Because she's been
100%.
a manager of a top club for so long, she knows what she's doing. She's got so many tactical options, and I think that does make a really key difference. I mean, it also helps that she could inspire anyone to do anything.
Yeah.
Because she is that commanding as a leader, and I think that's what the US lacked. Obviously, you had it in Jelenis, and then Vlatko Andonovski couldn't convince me to get out of bed in the morning. But I think with Emma Hayes now, you've got a real leader for what is a very exciting team. Dunn's done really well there to stop you. LeBron coming forwards and US looking to break here. Smith gets away there and then gets pulled down. I think that will be... I think the advantage would have been played, and then when there was no advantage, it gets pulled back. But that felt necessary for Hendrick, because if not, Smith was away. She's really proving a handful for the Germany backline tonight. And I think there were question marks around her performance against Zambia, because she was a little quiet, came on for after 43 minutes, didn't have the best of games. Tonight she looks good. She looks really good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But as you say about Emma Hayes, she's one of those managers like Jill did. When they walk into a change room, they've already earned your respect. Like they don't have to work for it. They demand it because they can just walk into it, and the whole room is suddenly they've got the control of that whole room.
Indeed. That's what you need to manage. Yeah. To deal with the weight and expectations of being the US manager.
100%.
Yeah. Free kick in a good area then after that attack broke down. And they're going to try another routine now, the US. This one a little bit more complicated. Germa. Okay, well, they're now just playing football, so no routine anymore. That's a good chance just to put the ball in the box, but I think the US would rather just play their football.
Yeah.
Which, given how they've played so far, fair enough. Coffee knocks it wide. Fox creating the width now on this right-hand side. Needs an option. Finds Lindsay Horan, who's dropped into right centre half. Now Germa.
The problem for Germany is, have they got the capabilities and the knowledge to find a way to combat this US?
Yeah. That's my big question as well. Here's Rodman.
I think the
wants to carry it forwards. That's slightly overhit, a bit of a poor touch, and that is now out for a Germany.
It's the problem. There's a gulf not only in quality on the pitch, but also in terms of the managers. Emma Hayes' ability that Horst, is it Hendrick? Doesn't
Hrubeck,
doesn't carry. And he's probably sat there thinking, what do I do? How do I stop this?
Yeah.
Because it is very difficult to stop.
To be fair, I think any manager in the world would be going,
Yeah.
what do we do now?
Only certain managers manage to do it.
They've set up not to concede, and they've conceded after 9 minutes. And that's the big issue now. So what do Germany do now? How do they wrestle this game back? It's very difficult.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's impossible.
No, it's not.
I think the thing is at the moment, they're too defensive.
Yeah.
And it sounds mental because they're getting torn open, but because they're so deep, the US are under no pressure.
Yeah, they're practically walking into their half.
Well, exactly. They've got to come at the US at some point today, Germany. They did in the opening few moments, and that's when they looked dangerous.
Yeah.
And then suddenly the US scored, and it's flicked a switch where Germany have just sat super defensive.
Yeah, I mean, they've done well because it's very easy playing against a side of the quality of the US to concede one and then just concede loads. But I mean, it's been nearly 10 minutes since the goal went in, so they've done well, but they need to build on that.
Yeah.
Rather than just sit where they are now and they're going to eventually concede again, build on what they've done now. Okay, you've kept it clean for 10 minutes, now let's start to build into the game.
Yeah. Well, that's a little bit loose, but it will find its way to Emily Fox, that pass from Coffey. Horan around the corner, that's too ambitious, and the US
I don't think the US
throw.
are perfect defensively. They're not like a rock at the back. The difference is they've got one of the deadliest front lines in the world.
Somewhat ironically, a Mexican wave going around this US-Germany game. But here is Rauch, tries to play it inside. It falls now. Nusken lays it off. Gwynn takes aim. It's there. What a goal from Gwynn, and parity is restored. USA 1, Germany 1. One hell of a goal from the German right back Gwynn. It's set up for her nicely, and she struck it home from range. And that has really stunned the USA. Popped down with an injury, which will be of grave concern to the Germany bench. But what's of not concern is that they are now level again in this game.
Yeah, and again, this is exactly what I talk about the US defence. It was a sloppy error. It was a misplaced pass that allowed Germany to have a throw-in the US final third. And they managed to work that way. It's well laid off by Nusken. It is a brilliant strike by Gwynn. It's the basics of a finish. Get your head over the ball, strike it low, hard, grass cutter. Beautiful finish.
Through the legs of Davidson. You can't put too much blame on Naya. She's not going to be able to scramble across the goal like that. Sometimes you've got to hold your hands up and admit that's a fantastic finish. Maybe someone could get in front of that shot a little bit quicker. Davidson did get there, but then opened her legs, so it just went right through it, and Gwynn scored. This will be very concerning for Germany, though. I think this might be the end of Pop's.
Yeah, it was not a good tackle. It was a brilliant piece of refereeing because the referee went to blow the whistle, allowed advantage to play on, and then Germany scored.
Yeah,
Poppy's back to her feet though. She looks to be okay.
Well, this is going to be a relief.
Yeah, it was. I think it was
a warrior.
It was a big tackle. It wasn't a good tackle, and the culprit did pick up a yellow card. I can't remember who it was now.
I think it was Coffey in there.
Yeah, there was a yellow card shown. But yeah.
But a goal from an unlikely source there in the form of Gwynn. A really well taken finish, though. And Germany are level.
Yeah, bit of thinking to do now for US.
Exactly. We find ourselves in a really interesting scenario now because we're back level. The game is neutralised. Both sides now have the opportunity to define what the rest of this match is going to look like.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah.
And that's the thing, Germany can now go back to their game plan.
False flag says, get up, Pop, can't have Pop hurt. Yeah. Very true. A real leader in this Germany side, the captain, of course.
I think that's what she says to herself. I'm not injured. I'll get up.
Yeah, very true. Davison tries to play it forwards. It's cut out by Germany, and they'll look to spring on the break now. Nusken can't keep hold of that one, though. And it's now US ball. Swanson finding herself well out of position, but she has recovered the ball, so I don't think the US will mind too much. Germer. Now Fox. Ronnie asks, how can you watch the game? If you're in the UK, the game is on Eurosport. If you're outside of the UK, then unfortunately I can't help. But if you say where you are, then maybe someone in chat will be able to offer a suggestion. But yeah, of course, if you can't find a way to watch this game, then you are more than welcome to join us for the game.
And my point was going to be, before Germany scored, was that I think why USA get away with having a bit of a weaker defence is because so many people fear their front line that they refuse to come forward.
Yeah.
Although this is why they this is why they fit the front line.
Done. Ball into the box, looking for Horan. Horan heads it down. Chance for Lavelle. And that had to be better in there. Rose Lavelle just didn't catch it nicely at all. Just seemed to misjudge the bounce there. I'm wondering if it just took a little bit of a bobble that she wasn't expecting, but she didn't catch that sweetly at all. Headed down well by Horan. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to judge that right.
Yeah, hits it on the bounce. Yeah, no, scuffs it. It's not a nice one to watch. But yeah, I think why USA get what they've got away with it sometimes is because people
Great pass inside, and Germany. This game's constantly end to end.
Yeah. But people are so worried about conceding. Oh, hang on,
chance for Swanson. Can she get a shot away? Mallory Swanson, what a save! Smith on the rebound, it's there! USA 2, Germany 1. Sophia Smith had the initial shot. It's Mallory Swanson, actually, who goes and puts in the rebound. And Germany pegged back behind. USA 2, Germany 1, Berger down. But I think this goal will stand.
It's a catalogue of errors for Germany, and they will be furious with this goal to concede. Really sloppy. Who was it at the back? Was it Heinrich?
It might have been Heggering
who just got dispossessed on your own area.
So it's on the edge of the box here. Hendrick just misjudges it. And Smith comes away with the ball.
She gets
a shot away. Berger just spills it out, and Swanson reacts quickest.
It's poor from it. It's too sloppy at the back.
You can't blame Berger. That's
she tried to keep hold of it. She did try and keep hold of it.
Yeah, what she should have done is let that just push it out. Yeah. Make the safe option. As she tries to catch it, it slips out of her hands because it's such a powerful effort from Smith. She shows so much power into this, despite being pulled back by Hendrick and pretty much falling over as it happens. But and then Berg tries to slap it away rather than make herself big to stop the shot. But crazy game. Mallory Swanson reacts quickest and finds a goal.
I mean, you said it'd be a goal fest. What a start.
Yeah, I'm thinking my 2-2 prediction might be a bit modest now. I'll go 5-5. What a mental day we've had so far of football at the Olympics.
Berger's still down. Hopefully she's okay to continue. Obviously, Merla Firms is on the bench.
It's not exactly the world's biggest downgrade, is it?
No, it's not. But now, I mean, that's got to be a frustrating goal to concede. You've just got yourself back in the game against one of the best national sides in the world, and then you go and concede a sloppy goal like that.
Yeah.
And now the US lead again.
That's one I think that Germany wish they could have back, because 100%. That's a silly mistake that's resulted in that goal.
Yeah.
But while we do have this momentary pause, I will say that if you are enjoying the stream and you are new around here, then please do hit subscribe. It massively helps us out. Again, it costs you guys absolutely nothing, and it shows us that you're enjoying it, and it helps us continue to grow. So do hit subscribe, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when we're uploading. So we're live again this Wednesday for more USA as they face Australia.
Yes.
So do join us there as well. But what a game we've had so far, and Germany get us back underway. Alpha Realm Sports saying, wow, it's 2-1. Surprised they're over 2.5 first half. Yes, well, to be fair, as we were saying before the game, neither side's particularly strong defensively compared to how strong both sides are in attacking areas.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, see where it goes from here now. Germany up, they held in after they first conceded, got back into the game, but now they conceded again.
Yeah.
But I think what to remember is that came through a Germany error, not through USA getting back on top. So this game still definitely hangs in the balance.
Yeah. Rauch now back to Heggering. Now Germany looking to bring that ball forwards, and it's out wide to Clara Buell. Wants to take them on here, Buell. Can she deliver the ball in the box? She can. Luskin just misses it, and USA clear it away. And now they'll look to break with Trinity Rodman.
Brilliant from Clara Buell.
Takes it past Rauch, gets fouled, and that will be a free kick.
Yeah. More of a tactical foul that from Rauch. Realises she's not going to beat Rodman, the foot race. Just brings her down, doesn't want to risk the counter.
Smart one.
No yellow cards involved. Makes sense.
Yeah, now Davidson on the ball. Back to Germer. Alpha Ram says you think it'll be over 5 total? What, both teams involved? Potentially. I think there could still be a goal for both sides in this game. Or even 2 for Germany.
I mean, today's been a goal fest so far in every other game, so I'd expect it to be a good one.
Yeah, apart from Japan, Brazil, which could have been if Japan took their chances, to be fair. I think
Spain, Nigeria.
Tanaka could have had 5 by herself.
3 in that game, 2 in the New Zealand-Colombia game, 1 in Spain-Nigeria.
Took him 85 minutes for Spain to finally get a goal there. Nigeria proved to be very difficult
that's
to beat.
another poor
There's a
clearance
chance for
for Jam.
Smith. It's going to fall for Horan. Horan to Rodman. Rodman back to Smith. Smith waiting for the shot and, well, perhaps should have released that a little bit sooner. Didn't have a whole lot of time in there, to be fair. And the shot, a very tame one.
Again, incredible link up between Swanson and Smith. Horan again, winning it back, starting the whole move off.
This has been a brilliant match to watch so far.
Yeah.
Just constant end-to-end stuff. A fantastic spectacle. And hopefully it continues in this manner.
Being in England, we don't watch much of the USA or the NWSL. To see these players, it feels like a breath of fresh air. Because from a Europe point of view, we're so used to seeing, oh, hang on, this is another mess from Germany.
But that is a foul in there. Somewhat of a let-off.
Yeah.
Coffee just being a little bit too assertive.
We're so used to your Bon Matisse being the best players in the world and things. But when you watch these USA players and suddenly it reminds you that there are some phenomenal footballers on the planet in a USA shirt.
I think that's what makes this tournament, like the obviously the Olympics, but also when we get to the World Cup, that's what makes the women's game so much more special than the men's game in World Cup stuff, is that you don't see those players play against each other every week.
Yeah.
With the men's game, because Europe is so dominant now, and there is basically, that's it. Like, South American teams and North American teams and African teams, whatever, can't really compete at the same level. That's a huge save from Naya. It means all these players play against each other all the time. They're playing the men's World Cup, but in the women's World Cup, you do get a big difference in the squads because the A League is decent quality. You've got the NWSL, you've got the Liga MX. They're all decent quality, and they're not within Europe.
And obviously, 2023 was so disappointing for the USA. We didn't really get to see much.
Exactly.
If we can see Emma Hayes at the helm with this USA side at World Cup 27, challenging Spain, challenging England, we could be in for a cracking tournament.
Yeah.
Brazil on home turf might turn up.
Yeah. Jackie says, can't wait to see these USWNT versus the Lionesses.
Yeah.
I can if we play like we did against Ireland, because we'll get massacred. But yeah, I think it's... Yeah, it would be a really interesting match if both teams are playing at the best of their abilities. But yeah.
I mean, obviously, we could see Spain and the USA fight it out for Olympic gold.
We could. Yeah.
I mean, that's the ideal game, isn't it?
Do they meet each other before then, though? That's like, it's close.
It's a good effort.
Close there from Clara Buell, I think it was. Took aim from range and almost managed to find... Oh, it's Gwyn again. Just got a real life for goal this evening.
I think what would work
obviously high area.
If Spain finished second and the US topped their group, they'd meet. I don't know.
I'll have a look. Because USA Group C, right?
Yeah.
No, Group B.
So would they avoid each other to the
Spain
final?
are Group C.
Yeah.
So if they both finish second in their groups, they'd meet in the quarterfinals.
That's not gonna happen.
If they both top their groups, then they will finish. Then they won't meet until the final.
Oh wow.
If the US top their group, wait no, hang on, is it 1C and 1B, isn't it?
Rodman.
Yeah, I don't think they can meet.
That's quite good actually. Lavelle. I mean, that would be an incredible battle for the gold medal. Rodman. Ball into the box again. It's over everyone. Out for a Germany throw.
Oh, hang on, that's A and B. I'm looking at the wrong one. Because they're B and C, aren't they?
Mm.
So 1B doesn't play 1C. No, 1B would play 2C. So if the US top their group and Spain finish second...
Yeah, they could meet in the quarters.
But Spain are already 3 points ahead. So they should be top of their group now, 1C, which means they can't meet until the final.
Wow.
Which is the ideal, isn't it?
I mean, either way, whoever's there, it's going to be a cracking game.
Oh, of course, yeah. Quality of this tournament, it's guaranteed to be.
And I think it'll be massive for the US. If Hayes comes in, wins Olympic gold, and suddenly it's like, okay, USA are back.
Chance now. Clara Buell plays it across. It's going to skew up nicely in midfield for Minge to try and have a shot, but then they can't work it round. It was blocked, and then they couldn't hold on to the ball. But now they do win it high up the field. Rauch, here's Minge. Plays it across. Can they get a shot away? Eula Brand tries to play it through. That's a huge tackle from Germer. That was destined for Leia Schuler, who burst beyond the defensive line. But Naomi Germer,
That's an incredible interception.
proving her talent there with a phenomenal tackle.
Goal-stopping tackle, that.
Yeah.
Huge moment. Could have been 2-2. Germany come forward again. Here's Brand.
Still going Eula Brand, and that's out for a goal kick.
Got to do better there.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Just over 10 minutes until the half. USA still leading by 2-1. Oh, it was good defending from Horan. But here was the interception from Germa. Yeah, Bueller was onside. That was a certain goal.
Yeah. That's a really good opportunity, and Germa proving again.
Yeah,
she's a really highly rated player. I've seen her
100%.
linked with Chelsea. That is a move I'd 100% want to see happen.
Good, yeah.
I'm not sure whether she'd be interested. I'm not sure whether the US side that she's with, I can't remember which one it is, would be interesting. Well, I don't think they would want her to leave, but could she be pried away? She plays for San Diego Wave, of course. But yeah, that's the type of signing I want to see Chelsea make if we are signing a centre half this summer.
Yeah, 100%.
Go and get a world beater. But here come the USA. Ball out wide for Smith to chase as she looks to take on Germany. Ball into the box and it's headed away.
No,
and
good
it will
header.
drop now. That's one back by Fox again. She's just too good. Every time Bill's getting on that ball, if Fox is able to get close to her and win that ball back, it just stops that Germany attack.
Yeah.
Horan finds Rodman, who skips past the tackle. Ball into the box. It's blocked. And that's cleared away by Buell, and now Heggering down on the deck after blocking that effort. I think the Germany fullback is still on the deck after trying to... I think it was Minge actually trying to foul Rodman. I'm trying to make the tackle and couldn't. But yeah, Germany players falling over themselves to try and prevent the USA.
Yeah, a couple now. Gwyn just receiving some treatment.
Yeah, it's her who came across. That just seemed to wind her there as the ball struck her in the chest.
Still a very open game though, all to play for. I think Germany, it's imperative that if they, as a minimum, they go into half time to only 2-1 down. If US get a third before half time, then suddenly I think they've got this in the bag. Just because if you give an Emma Hayes side, if you give an Emma Hayes side, especially this US side, a 2-goal lead, you're not coming back.
Yeah, that cushion is crucial because if the US can build that, then they have time to react to whatever Germany do.
Yeah.
Because you'd imagine if the US are leading come half time, Germany are going to look at what they can change.
Yeah.
And obviously, if US haven't built that cushion, they may not be able to respond to Germany before they concede, and suddenly the game's tied, and it becomes very difficult to negotiate from there. So, building a cushion could be really crucial in today's game. Again, we've not really seen Horst Krubeck and what other options he's got. Is he very pragmatic? I'm not sure. I don't know much about him, but I think US would like that security.
Yeah. 100%.
So if they win today, they're pretty much through.
Yeah.
I know Australia picked up 3 points earlier, and obviously if US, I think on 6 points you're through anyway. To be fair, because even if they lose to Australia and Germany beat Zambia, I think they'd still go through third.
Not all three teams can't pick up points, can they?
What do you mean?
In terms of Zambia, they can't be knocked out in fourth.
They could be third, which would be difficult for seeding.
Yeah.
And they may well seed against Spain, which would be tragic. But
terrible.
But I don't think that's going to come to that, to be fair.
Nah.
But ball back to Berger now.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think Spain and US really proving they are the top two sides in the world right now. I'd be intrigued to see England at this competition.
Yeah.
We don't really get that idea yet. But yeah, the fact that the two teams on 6 points, and then obviously France could be if they beat Canada.
Yeah.
Says a lot, I think. But equally, I think with France, because they've got a somewhat nicer group, they weren't very convincing against Colombia. And yeah, I don't think... Well, they haven't been convincing yet against Canada. Still 0-0 in that game, I believe. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. 39 minutes gone there.
Yeah. Canada clearly doing well without any management or
drones.
or drones.
Philip Sullivan says, will you two be cheering for the US from now on because of Emma, or more just hoping she's successful? I'll be hoping she's successful because obviously I love Emma Hayes and want her to do well. But equally, and to be fair, if it came down to the World Cup, if England can't win it, then I'd want US to win it for Emma.
Yeah.
I reckon. But, yeah.
I just love watching the US play football. They're incredible.
Yeah, it is enjoyable to watch. They do play really nice.
And especially, I think it's refreshing to see, because it was a really tough World Cup. It was a tough couple of years after the change in management, and I think it's refreshing to see such good players back at the top of the game again.
Yeah, since we've got properly into women's football. I mean, I watched the 2019 World Cup, but I haven't watched a whole lot of the game at that point, and it was only sort of 2022 that I started watching a lot of women's football. Since I've been watching it, the US have never been very good. But obviously through research and talking about stuff, you know of the quality of the US. Obviously they were phenomenal in that 2019 final. So it's good to see them seemingly getting back to their best.
Yeah.
Yeah, good game so far.
Yeah. I think because it's very difficult to watch any USA football in England. It's refreshing. Again, it's nice to see on the international stage.
It's all on at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Alpha says, I'm calling another goal before the half. Yeah, I could see it. There's only 5 minutes now, but I could definitely see it. If Germany can spring up with another strike potentially, or of course if US
There's a problem for Davidson here. She went down the tackle. She went down, got back up again, and now she's gone back down again.
Yeah, which just seemed to get it stuck in the turf a little bit as she turned there. But
yeah, this was the US goal.
This was that opening goal. Really well worked. Ball down the right hand side, and it's across the box. Smith at the back post to tuck it home well.
And a brilliant reply from Gwyn.
Yeah.
Great
phenomenal
effort.
Strike. I mean, it's somewhat dwindled today because we've seen such good goals.
Yeah.
Like the goal from Tanikawa for Japan was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
And then the goal from Barbara Banda for Zambia after a minute in that game against Australia was absolutely ridiculous. Have you seen that goal?
No.
It's absolutely ridiculous. After a minute, just picks up, smashes it in. From quite a distance out, it was, phenomenal goal. Philip Sullivan saying, as a US fan, I cheer for England now because of Mary Earps. Fair enough. I'm guessing you'll be supporting PSG then this season, Philip. Be interested to see how they get on. They've made some great signings, to be fair. Just signed Romy Leukter. Got Mary Earps as well, of course. And we have got a goal in France, Canada. It's France 1, Canada 0. Really good start.
Good.
In that game.
Cheaters. Big result for France. That'll put them on 6. That'll put them through.
Yeah.
And they've got New Zealand to play, so I think they'll be alright.
Yeah, probably.
Who's your team in that group? Colombia. So it will be...
It's a difficult opening game for France. Obviously, Colombia beating New Zealand earlier. It'll come down to Colombia. Well, to be fair, Canada are already out.
Yeah, so
much.
that group's done then if France win.
Well, Colombia, New Zealand could still get second.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like Davison's going to have to come off here.
Yeah. Germa.
USA are readying a
Rodman.
change. We're playing on. She's still on the pitch, but...
Now Fox tries to find Rodman blocked away. And that will be a USA corner. Yeah, Davidson making her way back to the sideline then. I'm going to go around the pitch. So that will be the end of her evening.
Yeah.
It's a shame. And they will have to make a change here. It's going to be number 14. Coming into the back line.
Yep.
Waiting to see who it is. I'll have a look in the meantime. It is Sonnet. Emily Sonnet. So yeah.
Another routine we're seeing here.
Lavelle. Can they make it work from here? That's a nice flick to Rodman. Not Rodman, sorry, Swanson. Now Lavelle. Done on the edge, loops it in there towards the back post. It's headed away well by Pop. Smith can't get the ball in the back in the box, but she will now turn and shoot, and it's blocked up in the air, and it curls into the goal. I have no idea how that's ended up in, but the USA lead by 3-1. Smith's effort deflects up in the air, comes off the inside of the post, bounces across the goal, and ends up in. I mean, that is a messy one. Germany will be undoubtedly annoyed, but USA will not care. USA 3, Germany 1.
I mean, it might be one of the more bizarre ones we see at this Olympics, but it's in the back of the net, and that's all that USA want to see. And that is a big goal, a cushion now, a 2-goal lead. It is very tough for Germany to get back in this, and Sophia Smith at the double. It is really messy from Germany. They don't get the ball gone. It's initially a missed kick. Smith turns back inside. You can't allow her to do that. And then it is just messy.
Yeah, you can see there, it bounces. It comes out of the goal, bounces there, and it just spins up and into the goal.
Inside of one post, bounces out of the goal. And as you say,
it just spins up there.
Wow.
Off the turf. Wow.
I mean, it's a messy one. It's a really messy one.
But they won't mind.
Defenders all over the shop. But it's 3-1 to the USA.
Yeah, Philip's saying, definitely. Hoping to see Lieka in action too. I should assume that's to my PSG question. Alpha saying I should have bet my house on another goal. Yeah, well, it would have come in. So you'd have multiple houses.
7
minutes of additional time. I guess Davidson was down for a bit and there was this... Pop was injured, but 7 minutes is excessive, isn't it?
4 goals.
FIFA's added time rules are so bizarre. But yeah. That is a crazy goal, as false flag says. So yeah, confirmation there. Davidson off for Sonnet. All round flicks on. Rodman doesn't react.
This is going to get tough for Germany now. Really tough. They've got to make sure this game doesn't run completely away from them.
Yeah.
At 3-1, it has an opportunity to get a little bit embarrassing if they're not careful.
Yeah, definitely.
So they definitely just need to work their way back into the game, keep fighting, keep plugging at it. Although saying that, here comes Sophia Smith.
And cuts it back, and Swanson just couldn't read that was going to happen.
Smith looked up for Rodman, looked up for Rodman, then just cut it out to Swanson. I don't think Swanson knew it was coming.
No. Here's Germer. Finds Swanson, who drops in to receive the ball. There's a good tackle in there. From Hegering, tries to poke it forwards, but can't. And that is back now with Sonnet. Now Germer. Back to Sonnet. Now the US looking to bring that ball forwards. Fox. Horan. Forced back to Germer.
Yeah.
Sonnet now carrying it up this left-hand side.
US now in management mode. Just got to see this game through for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, what did Germany have to do?
Whew. It's tough because you want to go for the game because you're 2 goals down, but doing that against the USA is a recipe, but it's a hard one to manage. Because at 1 goal, you can kind of stay in the game, focus on keeping it at 1 goal, and then push and go score 1. With 2, it's very hard to manage because you have to score 1, and then you have to keep pushing, and then you have to you have to keep going and going. So it's difficult. I mean, a goal before the end of the half would be massive.
Yeah, Germany have just been completely outclassed here. But bar a brilliant strike from Gwyn, they've not really offered much of a challenge to the US so far.
100%.
Disappointing in that regard. The game's still been very good, but I think Germany could have offered more of a fight today. They looked really promising in like the early 5 minutes, and then since then they've just not offered much apart from obviously that Gwyn goal.
Yeah.
USA now with a free kick. Swanson puts it in towards the back post. Sonnet unable to meet it. Rodman does well to win it high. Now Sonnet chance to get a shot on goal and dinks it in towards the back post. Berger will claim it and Berger will kick it long, and that gives Eula Brand something to chest down and now to take on Germer. Brand does well, but Germer does better. Manages to get back in there and win that ball back. Really quality defending there from Naomi Germer.
Yeah, halfway through the additional time. USA in control this first half.
Yeah. Yeah, Alpha saying, thanks for the stream, really like how you guys called the match. Appreciate it, Alpha. Appreciate everyone that is tuning into our coverage of the game. And as I say, make sure to join us on Wednesday. We'll be doing more USA as they face Australia.
Yes.
Yeah, really good Olympics so far. All the streams we've done have pulled in a lot of views, so appreciate the support massively. But it spills out now, and Germany have an opportunity here. Clara Buell. If they could pull one back now, what a difference this could make. Buell into the box. It's going to fall at the back post for Eula Brand. Back in there, headed away. And there's a miscommunication there between Minge and Pop. And USA try and break, but it's one back. Minge tries to play it forward. Brand's offside. That's going to bounce out for a throw right in the corner here. Germany have got to pen the US in.
Germany just getting it wrong in too many areas at the moment. There's been a lot of errors is the problem.
Yeah.
Miscommunications, missed kicks. USA have been very good, don't get me wrong, but Germany have not been brilliant.
Pop. Heggering. It's strange because I think Germany have been a bit of a decline since they lost that Euro final to England in 2022.
Yeah.
I think the Australia game, they looked really solid, and I thought, you know what, maybe we're seeing Germany start to re-emerge as a force. But then today, they've just looked outclassed. Nuskin with a chance, and the header just goes past the far post. Great delivery in there. Nuskin tries to flick it in towards the far corner, unable to make great contact.
It does
good
worry
contact
you
with it, to be fair. The direction just isn't quite there.
For USA Australia on Wednesday. Because if Germany battered Australia, USA beat Zambia, then Zambia put 5 past Australia, but Australia won the game, but Germany haven't played great here, so who knows what's going to happen.
Australia will win.
Yeah.
Just though it's a logical thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
1-1 draw.
Close on that from Nuskin. Germany starting to tempt the goal at the end of this half.
Yeah.
But they've got to pick it up. They've got to offer US more of a fight in the second half.
100%.
Chelsea fan, a big fan of the USA. Chanting about it. Good to see a Chelsea fan. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we've seen a lot of support for America tonight. The poll in chat, 71% think that USA will win. 24% Germany, and then 5% for draw.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, Buell there, they're trying some sort of routine there, but Buell and Schuler not on the same wavelength. It doesn't exactly work out. Here's Alyssa Naya. Or Alyssa? Don't know. I assume it's Alyssa, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Alyssa. I think. Don't know.
Alyssa.
Yeah. That's caught because that is half time.
Half time here in Marseille. USA 3, Germany 1. An imposing performance so far from the USA. Germany unable to lay a glove on them apart from Gwyn's wonderful left foot. But yeah, at the half, that is USA 3. Germany 1. A really nice start to competitive action for Emma Hayes.
Yeah, very much so. A really, really good first 45 from USA. They look incredible. They played some really nice stuff. We're going to break it down. We're going to go through it. But it looks like they are destined for 6 points from 6. A really good start. Blown Germany out of the water, really, for the majority of the first half.
Yeah, definitely so. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they definitely looked like strong contenders, the US, for the Olympics. Now, of course, the group stage games don't matter. Germany could go on to win the whole thing, and they won't. Then they'll look back on this game and won't care. But it certainly bodes well, the US showing Germany up in this way.
Yeah, 100%. And
64% possession in that first half. That is absurd.
It's been all USA. I mean, the Germany goal was a wonder strike. And you take and once you take that out of the equation, suddenly it looks like USA have absolutely battered them. But it's as much as concerning for Germany, it is hard to play a team like this USA side and try and put up a fight because they are ridiculously strong. You know, they have been made a bit shaky at the back, and again that was
something they can exploit.
Yeah.
Germany have got to go forward
definitely.
with the ball. And as Fosflag says in chat, well, quite the first half. The USA better not count on the German team, though. Germany won't be giving up. And that's exactly what I mean. Germany are such a strong team. Yes, the USA have been very dominant in that first half, and it's been difficult for the Germany to have much impact. But the US played. But if the US don't match that same level in the second half, and then Germany change it up, and US don't respond to that, this game could become very difficult. So
100%.
For the US, they can't rest on their laurels. In the second half, it's got to be more of the same. They've got to be just as aggressive, just as decisive in attacking areas. and take their chances. And I think so far they've done that very well. So we're very interested to see whether they can do that in the second 45. Jimmy James, welcome to the stream, putting some American flags in chat. Yeah, if you are watching the game, then feel free to give your thoughts, and we'll make sure to read them out during this half-time break. If you're just tuning into the stream and haven't so much of the game, feel free to tell us who you're supporting and what you thought of the game so far.
Everyone follow suit. Flag your team you're supporting.
Yeah,
Get it in the
stick
chat.
it in the chat.
If it's USA or Germany, or it's someone not in this, if you're an Australia fan, you're probably having a lie down if you're an Australia fan.
But yeah, it's certainly been a good game so far. I'll be intrigued to see how it pans out in the second half. Cheshire says, have you both enjoyed the Olympics so far, my friends?
Oh, it's been phenomenal.
Yeah, I've enjoyed again, I haven't watched a whole lot of the other sports, but the Olympics has certainly been very good from what I've seen. I've certainly enjoyed the women's football. It's been very good so far. So, yeah, very, very much so, Chelsea fan. Postflag says it'll be interesting to see what game plan Germany comes out with in the second half. Well, that's what we should probably discuss. Germany in the second half, how do they change? What do they change? How do they change it to come out in the second half and look a little bit stronger?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it there. You've got to try and take advantage of the fact that this USA defence isn't the strongest. There is areas to exploit. There's areas of weakness that they can get through. But the only way you're going to find out is if you test it. Germany have got to do a better job of putting USA under pressure and trying to get this backline to crack.
Because they've done it.
Yeah, exactly.
They've done it twice in this game. There was the Leia Schuler chance after just 3 minutes that she put right at the goalkeeper. How different this game could be if that had gone in. But alas, that was saved by Naya and they got away with that one. But Germany have shown USA aren't impenetrable.
Yeah.
And so they've got to come forwards more regularly. They've got to come forwards with a bit more confidence. And they've got to stop sitting too defensively. They are trying to absorb as much pressure as possible while sitting deep. And then when they get the ball, actually playing some football. But they've got to press the US a bit higher. They've got 100%. To put the US under the cosh and force them to play out a bit more. At the moment, it's too easy. The US can knock it around the back for a bit, wait for gaps to open in the Germany armour, in the Germany team, and then play through the lines like Germany aren't even there. And we've seen quite a few times that those long balls in behind, because Germany is so compact, there is that space in behind, and they're of both sides of this shape. So US having a lot of joy at the moment. Germany have got to try and neutralise this game a little bit more, and then attack themselves, because at the moment they're getting played through way too easy. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the rest of this game. Yeah,
it's quite an interesting point of view in this game, because on one hand, as you say, there's a big chance that on one hand there's a big chance that Germany can work something out and get back into this game. On the other hand, there's also a chance that USA could take control of this and run away at this and make it look like an absolute hammering. I think in the second half it could be 5-1 or 3-3, and I wouldn't be surprised either way. It's such an interesting game, because that's the situation we're in. And I'm intrigued to see what Germany can bring. If it carries on like it did in the first half, I think USA will score a couple more. If Germany could up the ante, bring another level of performance, suddenly things are going to get very, very close and very interesting.
Yeah, indeed. Have you seen that Petey only got a silver? He just did his race. Lost by 0.02 seconds.
That's robbery.
Not sure it is, but close one. But yeah, US have certainly played very well in that first 45. But as I say, Germany have had chances. What we've seen, when they've been able to put that US backline under pressure, they've cracked. Obviously, there's sheer chance. They had the goal from Gwyn, which was wonderfully taken. The issue, of course, comes when the USA come the other way. We're going to watch some highlights, which will be nice to look over. I imagine they'll start with that Leia Schuler chance after just 3 minutes.
No,
they'll start with they're just going to ignore that. But this was the first goal for the USA. Rodman well worked down the right hand side. It's actually the second time Rodman has worked down this right hand side in a few moments, and then so it sort of came by a bit of a surprise, because it felt like they just did it. Then it was cleared away, and then suddenly they sprung forwards, and Rodman was cutting it into the box for USA to take the lead. Well taken goal by Smith.
Really good football. Really good football from the US. Just turned up the pace. They played not the ball around much quicker.
Then, of course, came that Gwyn goal, Pop flicking it to Nuss and getting caught in the process. Gwyn firing home incredibly well. Wonderful, low-driven effort. Philip's saying, did Oberdorf miss the World Cup as well? I hope we can see a game where she's fully healthy soon. Yeah, obviously she played this campaign with Wolfsburg, then picked up the injury on international duty with Germany. But yeah, we've not seen her feature much for Germany due to injuries, and it's a shame. I think she is one of the strongest midfielders in the world. I think that you look at this Germany team and what are they missing? Probably a bit of steel in midfield. Like they're getting played for a bit quickly and they're struggling to get the ball through the lines. And having a midfielder who's not only defensively solid but also very capable in attacking areas, for me that would be really crucial. And as False Flag says, Oberdorf out for the season with a torn ACL and MCL. Yeah, it's a shame. And for Bayern Munich, who just spent a lot of money on her, I think it was 300,000, which
close to that,
yeah, which I believe is the record transfer fee in the Bundesliga. That's Frauen Bundesliga, isn't it? But yeah, that's a lot of money to play for a player who's not going to play for at least a year.
Yeah.
With Kat Macario, Chelsea took a bit of a gamble on the fact that she wasn't fit when they signed her, but they knew that it was a free transfer and they knew that she was going to get back to fitness. With Oberdorf, yes, you assume she'll be back to fitness eventually, but it's they've got to pay a lot of money and there is a lot of unknown there. So I think that is a bit of a risk. Yeah, as far as I said, Oberdorf just signed a new contract with Bayern. Yeah, I mean, she's never played for them.
Yeah.
It was a pre-contract deal for this summer, leaving from Wolfsburg on it wasn't a pre-contract, was it? It was a signing. They just did it before the summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, and she's not played for them yet. So that's going to be really... it's going to be difficult for Bayern to adjust to, because what you do now this season, you go out and buy another midfielder and then handle that in a year's time, or do you just manage without a midfielder? Because they've gone and signed Oberdorf to improve this team massively, and then she can't play. So it's a bit of a difficult situation. But yeah, as Salah Ibrahim as well missed that message saying, wow, USA, oh my God. Yeah, very good start for the US in this one.
They were having to build on it.
Definitely so.
But yeah, I think...
run through all the gold medals now on the broadcast.
I say it's the first time. Fiji have won it since like 19 something. It was the first time they've lost, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe, we're definitely going to see a new Olympic gold winner this year. Because Canada, I'd be very surprised if they somehow managed to win it. And they obviously losing to France, which would knock them out. 2016 was Germany. Again, I'd be surprised if we were to see Germany take it. They might do. You never know. And then 2012 was... I can't remember who won it. Who got gold in 2012? US was third in Tokyo, weren't they?
Was it not US in 2012?
Maybe.
I think they beat Japan in the final in 2012, no?
Maybe. Did US get bronze in 2020? I thought they got the bronze medal.
Potentially. I'll be honest, I don't have much memories of the Olympics. Philip's saying, where did she play before? Wolfsburg. Volkswagen saying, do you guys have an opinion on how the women can limit the knee injuries? It happens a lot on the women's side. It's something we've spoken about a little bit before. ACL injuries obviously impact the women's game massively at the moment. I'm not a doctor, so I don't have a solution. I know that a lot of people have spoken about whether it's a difference in boots, because obviously the female body is different to the male body, and so it may require different equipment. I know they've been working on specific boots for the women's game. Football boots, so that's something I think there'll be more research put into that. Clearly it's an issue that needs solving. I know there's a lot of universities already looking at it in the UK. I imagine that will be similar in the US if these injuries keep up. I'm not sure. But yeah, and football clubs will be very keen to get that studied, because it does impact them massively. Yeah. And anything that impacts player welfare they don't care about, but anything that impacts their revenue they do. And having players out for months, not being able to play them, impacts them revenue. Yeah. So I think they will be very keen to improve that now that it's impacting the bottom line. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting to see. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of it, because it's horrible to keep seeing. I know obviously injuries are part and parcel of the game, but someone said in stream chat the other day that there's been like 300 this year. Yeah. Already, and we're only in July or something like that. I think it's like registered in the women's game or something like that.
2022, it's 300 since 2023.
What do you mean?
I think we've had 300 since since the turn of the year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh wait, so from January 2023.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from January 2024, but
fair enough. It's still 300 in 6 months is a bit mental.
It's not impossible, is it? I mean, either way, 300 since last January is incredibly high.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and obviously it is
If we had a
such a
solution,
long.
we'll be much
It is
richer.
such a long recovery time, and it's an injury that is easy to recur. So hopefully we don't see. Yeah, there's a lot of players that have struggled to come back from them. So.
I can't remember who it is. I think she's just picked up her 4th. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She had 3 or 4.
I know there's a player, Austrian player at Arsenal who's had a lot of injuries. Weinroffer, is that her name?
Yeah.
Defender. That's picked up a lot of ACL injuries. So hopefully that will stop. But yeah,
Second half then, Germany are going to need a massive comeback if they want to get something out of this game. If not, you feel that the USA will have enough to see this through.
you would imagine that the US could see this out now. I think if Germany don't score in the first sort of 30 minutes of the second half, they'll be very hard pressed to find it in the last 15.
100%.
But you never know. I think again though, if Germany score early, come right out the blocks and get a goal, it's a completely different game.
Yeah,
and
100%.
so you never know. Difficult to call before we see it happen. But Germany coming out of the tunnel
We saw
now.
so much in that first half.
Yes,
It
follow
feels
that.
like we played longer in the game.
It was a very action-packed first half.
It doesn't feel like we've still got 45 minutes to play.
I think it's heightened as well because we've watched 3 games of football now,
Yes.
back to back. Only straight 2 of them, but still watched a lot of football today. It's been and all 3 games have been
many,
phenomenal. So,
Crazy stuff.
yeah, frantic stuff. False Flag says, "Who are you guys thinking may win the Olympics on the women's side?" False Flag says Spain seems to be the typical scary team, in my opinion. I think Spain are probably the strongest. I think you look at the way they played the World Cup, you look at the fact that most of the team plays to Barcelona, and they are the best team in the world right now. It's difficult to see past Spain. I think the US will give them a really good go, especially if the 2 meet in the final. I think that would be a cracking final.
Yeah.
But I don't think Spain are unbeatable. You look at the fact they only beat Spain. They only beat Japan 2-1. Japan are really good, to be fair. They only beat Nigeria 1-0, and Nigeria are good, but I don't think they're incredible. So when they come up against France or USA or even Colombia, I think that could be a really difficult game.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Spain will win. I do think they're favourites to me though at the moment. Shortly followed by the USA and then probably France from what I've seen
Well,
so far.
after that, I think it gets tough.
I might have said Germany before this game, but they've not looked good enough. However, Caleb Ronbeck onto the stream saying Germany will come back.
Ooh.
That is a very certain message
Like
in chat.
it.
So
I like it.
guess we'll see if that comes true in the second 45.
Yeah.
But yeah, so are you sticking with your USA win prediction?
I am sticking my US win prediction. I did say 3-1, so
Just nothing happens in the second half,
Yeah.
you get the prediction
I
right.
do.
Win-win really for you. Either something happens or you get the prediction right.
Yeah.
I said 2-2. Can't happen now, but 3-3 I'd take. I did
Yeah.
have an R between the 2 of those.
Germany
I don't
come
think
back?
Germany are going to come back.
Okay.
Though. I think it'll be US win as we get underway
silly.
in this second half. They did cut right into the action there. It's the US who get us started. Rodman to Smith. Okay, so interestingly, Rodman seemingly starting on this right-hand side then. On this left-hand side, sorry. That is the opposite flank to the flank she started on.
Yes. So her and
So here's Swanson. Tries to find Smith in the middle, can't. And now Germany will look to bring it the other way. Hegering. Now Brand. Plays it out wide. Gwyn will be hard pressed to get there and won't. Sonnet sends it back to Naya. And USA recycle the ball.
oh, not great distribution from Naya.
And that's picked off, and that will be a US throw. Little over eager there, Yilbrand ends up knocking it out of play.
Good defending from Dunn.
Done with this throw. Just waiting for an option in this USA team. Someone needs to make a little bit of movement for Dunn. Does now throw it forwards. Flicked on by Rodman. Smith gets it under her control, but it's won back by Germany. Deemed a foul though, as that's a little too forceful from Brand on Smith. And now that allows the US just to work this touchline a little bit more. Done. Back to Sonnet. Now Germer. Back to Sonnet.
US is looking to control this game, really. Not allow Germany a sniff.
Yeah. And again, you can already see the width. How wide they're making this field. How difficult they're making it for Germany to mark. Because that's the problem with it. When you make the pitch wide, The marker either goes out wide to the US are coming forward, so I'll wait a moment. Out for a US corner. When you make the pitch wide, the opposition has two choices. One, you go player for player, and the pitch is and then your defence is very open, and there's lots of gaps in the middle. Or two, you stay compact and you let the team come out wide. Which is why when you're playing against a team like this, you've got to be a bit more proactive. You've got to go and press them a bit more.
I think you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Well, exactly. But sitting deep doesn't work when the team are playing as wide as the US are.
No.
Because the US can go out wide, and given their quality out there, Germany are struggling. Obviously, the best way to do it is remain compact and move around the pitch as a unit. That's how you play defensive football. It's not worked out so far for Germany. Ball into the box. Berger punches clear. And then it is absolutely smashed clear by Alexandra Pop. Germany unable though to hold on to the ball as Naomi Girma gets under her control, and now we'll try and recycle it for the USA. That's a really well worked move, and then that's a pass not picked up on there by Swanson, and now USA under pressure as Germany look to bring it forwards. Pop runs out of road, and it's won back by the USA.
Yeah. Important few moments then, this in the game.
Dunn being hounded, tries to go up the line. That will be out for a Germany throw-in.
Yeah. As you said, I think you're right though. If Germany want to come back, they need to score early. They need to score soon.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at 40 minutes needing one goal, is very different to getting to the 30 minutes needing two.
Shocker Nusken does really well to fight for that ball. It keeps going in there. Nusken, great challenge. Pop lays it into Eula Brand. Brand wants to take players on. Can she get around Dunn? Lovely footwork from Brand. Goes this way and that way, and Dunn can't keep up, but the ball into the box. Headed away well by Girma, and here come the USA. Smith gets around Pop, and that's really smart from Pop there to make it look like she's going to put in a big tackle. Smith pushes the ball in front of her, and then it's picked up on by the Germany fullback.
Yeah, backed out well there did Pop.
Yeah.
Smart play, that's what Germany need to be. They need to be smart to outwit the US. Which is difficult.
Yeah, indeed. Forster said Brand just displayed some serious skills. Her footwork's really solid. We saw that in the opener against Australia. I think she looked really good in that game. But yeah, her footwork is very good. Horan tries to play it forwards, cut out well in there by Hegering.
US just look really strong. When they're on the ball, they look unbeatable. It looks like you can't get it off them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, as you say, on the ball again now. Sonnet. Girma knocks it across to Fox. Wants an option forward, goes back to Girma instead. Now Fox. Plays that ball forward, and that's going to give Smith something to try and fight for, and does fight for, and does have it high up the pitch now. Smith tries to cut it back. Big tackle in there. Hendrick putting her body in between the ball and across.
Yeah, good defending, experienced defending, but even better from Sophia Smith. So dangerous when she gets the ball down and starts running at players. Like, you just can't stop her. And when she's looking up to try and play, find players like Rodman, you're in big trouble, but good defending in the end.
And it's another USA corner. Lavelle over this.
Yeah. Every minute is running away from Germany.
Ball into his near post, and that is cleared away by Leah Schuler.
Not great balling.
Done on the edge, and that is deemed to be a foul, I think, in there. Germany free kick.
Yeah, not a great ball in. Need to get it over the first player. Yeah, there was a pull in there. Rightfully given. And Germany can breathe a sigh of relief. They need to get out. They need to get out their own half, really.
Yeah.
Berger trying to get that going. Can't quite find a winger. Ball up again. Head away again.
Heads it down. And now the USA looking to bring it forwards. Rodman, it's cut out. Both sides exchanging the ball quite quickly here. And that's a really good turn from Coffey. Just sees the challenge, rides it well, firms it well and turns. USA trying to come forward. Smith is done. Wants an option. Forced back now to Sonnet. Now done. Inside to Rose Lavelle.
Lovely ball.
Tries to switch the play. Then now Trinity Rodman. USA across to Sonnet.
It's problem. USA in complete control, but Germany are wanting only 2 goals. So it's just sometimes it's just impossible. You give USA a 2-goal lead, they're not going to let that slip. Unless you can't have some excellence.
Here's Fox. Now Lavelle.
Oof, close one.
Now with Gurma, and she knocks it into Schuler and manages to win herself a throw-in. Second half, though, not too dissimilar to the first. USA looking a better side in possession. Germany unable to really come forward or lay a glove on the USA. I think so far nothing has changed, nothing of note. And well, business as usual really for the USA. If they keep going like this, you'd imagine they're more likely to score than Germany are.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a worry for Germany. They had to kite in the second half, they had to put on a show, and they had to try and find some goals.
They've done none of the 3.
Exactly.
They come up the second half to show.
Yeah.
And we've got a big goal in the France game because Canada draw level.
Wow.
57 minutes on the clock and Canada have a goal back. I mean, if they score again, suddenly the miracle seems believable.
Yeah.
Because they just need to beat Colombia in the final match day to get through third in the group.
Who's managing that Canada team?
The manager on here is Andy Spence. So I'm guessing that's who's doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He must be laughing, by the way. It's like getting yourself a head coach job.
Olympics gig.
Yeah.
And well, if Priestman's out for the year, and are they going to sign an interim or just make do with what they got?
Yeah, depends how well he does.
Because it's Copa America next year, isn't it?
Yes.
Women's Copa America, so
She won't be back.
she won't be able to manage in that.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if Canada just let her go.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
What they're going to do, sure, she can manage them in a year's time, but in the meantime, what do?
Spot on. Spot on.
So I'd be surprised she keeps her job.
Yeah.
And it'll be one of those where she shows up in a year, so everyone's forgotten about her, and she either gets like some big NWSL gig, or she ends up at like West Ham or something, and everyone goes, "Oh, she's back," and it's big controversy.
I see. She was an England assistant, weren't she, under Phil Neville?
Yeah, which is random, isn't it?
Maybe he was using drones.
Well, we definitely know they weren't. Christ.
Yeah.
And if they were, then how bad were they
I was
actually?
gonna say,
Brand.
really good footwork again, good defending
Good
again.
from down.
I think it's going to take something extra to get
USA
up.
are trying to break, but no room there. Germany throw.
35 to play. You feel like Germany are starting to get into miracle territory, aren't they?
Not yet. A goal now, and they've got more than enough time to turn this match around. 35 minutes to play now. They score, in the next 5. We're looking at 30 minutes. That's definitely not miracle territory yet. However, the longer this game goes on, the more difficult it becomes for Germany to get back in the game, simply because of that time, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Because if Germany don't score for another 15, 20 minutes, suddenly they've got a very narrow window to try and find a goal in that last 10, 15. And in that time, they've got to not concede. So, yeah. But they are coming forwards now. Nusken. Here is Clara Buell. Buell takes aim. It's a comfortable save for Alyssa Neer.
Not a good enough effort, really.
No.
Better from Germany, moving it well.
Buell's dangerous, though. Buell's got really dangerous at this tournament. I think if you take this Germany side and throw in 2020 pop,
Yeah.
2022 pop, which was brilliant at the Euros,
100%.
I think you've got a very dangerous team.
Yeah.
They just miss a world-class caliber striker. Now she's playing in midfield. Shula's very good, to be fair. Not sure she's world-class, but she's definitely elite.
Yeah.
Chance now for Germany. It's going to fall for Jule Brand, and that comes off the post. Did Nair get a touch on that? That was just off the post.
Big chance.
Wow. Big opportunity for Germany.
Got to be taken. Really
Worked
good
well
football.
there by Buell. Cuts it across. Shula touches it back to Brand. Brand gets a shot away.
It's a close one.
That's so unfortunate that doesn't creep in.
It's a really close one.
Nair reacted a little bit late there, and I think if she'd got that on target, it was probably in the back of the net. I don't know. Bit more power, and that would have been a goal, but
Would have been tight.
yeah, close one. Germany threatening. Coffee
100%.
now done as USA try and bring this down the left-hand side, back inside to Coffee. Wants to make something happen now. Lavelle. Here is Trinity Rodman. Horan. Fox. Horan. Here's Rodman. Ball into the box. Chance, and it goes begging.
Oh, I thought it was in.
The USA go very close.
How is that not in the goal?
The ball just comes across the box then. I'm not sure it actually makes the final contact with it.
I mean, that looked easier to score than miss. That could have been game, set, match. Who was it?
So the ball comes in from Rodman, and it's Swanson. I think it
That
comes
is
off
a
Swanson.
hell of a miss.
It's poked away from them. They're ahead of the ball a bit because of the power gets, well, not really ahead of it, but the ball is not where they expect to be, slightly away from them because the power is increased. There's a little flick on there from a German defender. I think it was Heggering.
Yeah.
But yeah, wow. Big chance goes begging for the US. Fox sends it forwards. Now back with Ann-Katrine Berger. Pop. Jeremy trying to come down this left-hand side. Rauch. Clara Buell. Tries to put it in the box. It comes across the box. Can Jule Brand keep this alive? Just about she can. Wants to take on Dunn now. Again, lovely footwork from Brand, but Dunn reads her this time and clears it out. Half an hour to go. Mal should have scored, says false flag. Yeah, that should have been a goal for Swanson.
Big chance. Big chance.
Yeah, as you say.
Shouldn't matter in the end, really. But it's half an hour to go. You never know what can happen. Germany could come back.
Yeah.
A lot can happen in half an hour of game of football. We've seen that already today. All you need sometimes is 6 minutes to score 2 goals if you're Japan.
Well, Australia only needed half an hour, 35 minutes to score 4. So Germany can still win this 5-3.
We have seen some bizarre teams win from losing positions today.
So yeah, some mental scenarios. Yeah, thanks by the way for 1,040 subscribers. That's gone up massively today. Chance for Leah Schuler. And she's just taken too long about that. Had to get a shot away in there. German did well just to sort of shuffle her wide. I'm not sure what the referee's called here. I think it's a foul.
Yeah.
Schuler a little too desperate to try and win that ball back.
Thanks, guys. You could be the 1,041st. If you haven't subscribed already, it was offside.
Wouldn't matter anyway if she had put it in the back of the net.
No.
Pin welcome to the stream saying Japan and Germany shaking hands. If they could pull something like that off, it would be incredible. A little more work to do though than Japan had. And to be fair, Japan were the better side in that game. Germany have not been the better side. Jule Brand up against Dunn again, 1-on-1. Can she make something happen? Flicks it to Buell. Buell into the box. Chance for Nuskin. Should be a goal for Nuskin. Can it be turned home?
Oh my.
How is it not in for Germany?
Oh
How
my.
is that not in for Germany?
That was it. That was the chance. That should be
My
3-2.
God. Well worked, hang on. Referee. Not what? Just stopping the game here. What for?
I don't know.
I assumed it was VAR checks. That's either over or it wasn't.
That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Wow. That should be in for Germany. Germany have let the US off at times today. You know, we've beat up the USA in their performance, but Schüller should have scored after 3 minutes. That should have been a goal there.
I'd love to. It looked like Nusken had played it, Nail then saved it off the like should have scored.
Scrambled off the line and
fell to. I don't know. It fell to.
Leia Schüller there just couldn't quite put it in the net.
Incredible. That was it. Because if that goes in, Germany have half an hour and need a goal.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to get a clear-cut opportunity like that again.
No. The thing for Germany is they're probably going to lose this game now. They'll probably go through second in the group. But the fact they had USA in the group stage does mean they should get a nicer route now through the tournament. Because they wouldn't meet until later, right? They wouldn't meet unless they've got into the final, I think. Do 1A and 1B does play 2B. So they are likely to meet unless Germany are third. They would meet in the semis. That's, of course, if Germany can beat 2 in Group A, which at the moment is Colombia.
So they might not.
They might not. We'd see in Canada on -2. But yeah, if they can get a goal against France, Canada, the miracle's alive. They've got 22 minutes. They need a goal. And then all they've got to do is beat Colombia and they are through. Which is just absolutely mental.
Crazy scenes.
Yeah. Second half though, Germany coming into this game a bit more.
100%. We can see a replay of that goal.
It does feel like they're not knocking on the door with enough consistency yet to score a goal.
No.
Or to have a good chance. They're not getting these sustained periods of pressure where they get a chance and there's about 5 minutes of the game's a little bit even and then maybe Germany get another chance. But it's that's just not going to get them what they need. They're not having enough opportunities.
No.
They've got to test out the goalkeeper more. They've got to get more shots away. They've got to put the back line under more pressure.
100%.
But yeah. Smith on the ball. Done. And that's won back really well by Germany. High up the field, Minge, poor pass. Brand tried to keep it alive, but they lose it, and the USA come away with it.
Germany have let the US off a couple of times here today.
Yeah, hugely. USA have got fortunate in that regard. Should have been punished today. Swanson tries to play it across.
Not a great
Lavelle must have got to keep this in play. Now, can they recycle it?
You have to. Germany in the final third have just not got it right. This game could be 3-3 realistically.
They seem to lack composure when they get into those sorts of
100%.
Those what looks like seemingly impossible opportunities to miss.
Yeah. So the games, if it does finish 3-1, 3-2, they're going to look at it and go, we had this chance, we had that chance, we could have scored then. You know, it's just one of those games. Just never feels like they're going to get back, like they're going to get a second. US need to see this out. 25 to go. Germany's still got time. They score relatively so. Realistically, they need a goal in the next 5-10 minutes. And to not concede another one.
Smith. Rodman. Really nice turn, but she can't quite find a teammate. Germany will now look to break. Here is Leia Schüller. Can she get a shot away for Germany? Lays it across, taking aim from range, but it's not powerful enough from Gwyn. And it's a fairly comfortable save in there. Need one more reminiscent of that first goal.
Yeah, good football again, but as you say, a pretty comfortable save in the end. Got to test the keeper better than that from there.
Yeah. Justin Williams saying USA will score one more. Fair enough, like the prediction. If you are watching along, get involved in the live chat. Give us your predictions. And yeah, And if you've got any thoughts going into the last 24 minutes, then feel free to share them. And we'll read them out on the show. Here come the USA. Rodman tries to put a ball in. Minge gets it clear. Out now for a US throw.
Yeah. US fans seem to have a great time over in Paris.
I was going to say, that lot are draped in a flag everywhere. They've got flags on their shoulders. Their faces are painted like the American flag. But yeah, incredible patriotism.
Yeah, like it.
So, Nuska making way for Lohman. We saw the same sub last time.
Yeah.
In that game against Australia. Last time it was to shore up defensively.
Now
they need her to provide some goal scoring threat.
Oh, it was scuffed.
Just sort of, scuffed up in the air there, didn't it? Rose Lavelle couldn't get it clear. Nuska unlucky not to score.
Yeah. It's a massive opportunity.
Shooter stabs a leg at it but can't quite turn it
how it's not bundled home. I don't
push it in the net. That's all it needed.
Yeah.
Just a little touch. Just couldn't get there.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. 22 to go. Intercepted.
Horan can't quite get that under her control. Gwyn. Now with goalkeeper Berger. And now Germany can play it forwards. So they look to try and pose some threat to the USA. Rauch. Back to Hegering. Hendrick. Fast flag says it's time for both teams to bring in subs, but Germany needs at least 2 subs to pressure the US. Yeah, agreed.
100%.
Get some fresh legs on. Try and act while the US are tiring. Yeah, obviously the US will be able to respond with subs, but try and make that happen now. Lohman on the ball. That first substitution for Germany. Ball out wide. Rauch ain't going to get there. Rodman has to poke it out of play. So it will be a Germany throw.
Yeah.
But even something as simple as that just kills a little bit of time, slows this game down and knocks Germany out their flow. That's 100%. What USA have got to do here. Just manage the game, see it out.
So that's the game plan. Still 20 minutes. It's a long time.
Yeah, get to 90 minutes. Lohman. Plays out wide. Now Clara Buell. Tries to put it in there. Blocked by Dunn, and Horan gets it clear. Smith gets there. On the ball now. Trying to carry it forwards. It's one back. Crucial challenge in there. Hegering emerges with the ball. Lohman, that's a really poor pass. I'm not sure what she tried to do there. And USA have a 2-on-3 3-on-2 advantage. Swanson across. What? I don't know what that hit. I'm guessing Lohman blocked it. Just seemed to stop in mid-air.
Yeah.
The angle was weird there. So it's now with Swanson. I was going to say Snowman.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Tongue twisted. Jimmy James with some more American flags supporting the USWNT today. If you are supporting either side, feel free to let us know in chat. Show your support for your country. Here is Dunn, can't quite get there. Germany throw.
Yeah, Germany will keep plugging away at it, but I think it could be too little too late. Realistically, they've had ample opportunities to make this 3-2. They haven't taken them, and now they're kind of struggling towards the end without, with that 2-goal margin. Here is Hendrick. Ball into Buell. We're back by Germa.
No. Dunn tries to take it down the line. Sends it forwards. One back high for Germany. Now they look to come forwards. US win it back. Rodman tries to attack the line. It's a little bit messy in there. Brand will undoubtedly pick up a yellow card.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pushes Rodman to the floor. Stops her counter-attacking. But yeah, Smart just grabs her there. It's nothing too aggressive, nothing malicious.
No.
But it is intentional. Let's
Yeah.
just stop that USA attack.
Yeah.
Was a card brandish there?
Yeah. Should have been.
I don't think it has.
That's a let off. Massive.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's just a clumsy accident, but she made it look as unintentful as possible, I'm guessing, but looked quite obvious to me. Sonnet. Done. Ball through, and almost reacting in time. Berger gets there though. Hegering, I have no idea what she's done there, why she's left that ball behind. But it does allow the Germany to clear it, and the USA win it high up the field. Done. Now Sonnet. Done. Back to Sonnet. And now it's with Naya. Sonnet.
I think we're now in miracle territory.
Maybe so.
We'll probably see a large shot of additional time, so something to think about.
Poor pass there, and that will be a Germany throw.
Yeah, not Rodman's finest piece of play.
The USA feel it's got a little bit sloppy the last sort of 5-10 minutes. I
Definitely.
wonder if that concentration's just slipping a little. They're coasting in this game now, and that can be difficult to manage because how do you keep giving 100% when you're also taking that foot off the gas? It's difficult to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that the USA have got to wake up a little. If not, Germany are going to find a route to goal, and suddenly that makes the last 15 minutes very, very difficult to see out. But Germany haven't really put anything together that looks like they're going to score, so I wouldn't be unduly worried yet.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
That makes sense. Right.
Frankie Clayton said, I'm so excited for all these women achieving goals around the world. Fair enough. It's a very good squad.
Yeah.
This
Pops down
American
again.
side. And this is concerning. You'd assume this will be the end of her evening then.
Probably, yeah.
That knee has been causing her a little bit of trouble ever since she got caught in the 15th minute, something like that.
Yeah. Whenever the goal went in.
Yeah. Indeed. Frankie says, keep it up, ladies. Yeah. They've not talking about us. obviously.
Right, okay, yes.
James says, guy on the left looks half asleep.
I'm alright. I'm
You
alright.
again.
I'm doing okay.
That's been a long day, to be fair. But no, and to be fair now, this game is starting to slow. USA, they've very much got this, or at least getting this over the line. But yeah.
We're all good. It's been a good game. I think it's fair to say the second half has definitely lulled a little bit. I mean, my prediction's still spot on.
Yeah.
But it's been okay.
That's right, Jimmy sees the funny side.
Oh, okay, that's good.
He's not going to mock you.
Okay, thank God. That is a relief. I had too much of that recently. But yeah, hopefully Pop's all right here. Obviously, we're back on Wednesday. It has been we've done a double today. We did the 2:00 game,
4.
4:00 game.
No idea what time it is, Harry.
No, it's been a long day. It's been a cracking match, but it definitely feels like it's starting to wind down a little bit now.
Yeah, definitely. Germany haven't given us a second half we'd hoped they would. USA knew they wouldn't have that 3-1 advantage. All they had to do was slow the game down and see it out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bode for the most exciting second half when you've got one side that don't have a lot yet, don't have a lot left in the tank, and one side who are just slowing the game down, trying to kill it. So it has created a second half where we haven't seen a whole lot of action. And Alexandra Pop is subbed off, not sent off, replaced by Sens.
Yes, hopefully pop. That is not an injury concern. That is just precautionary.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Obviously, it does look like an injury, but I hope it's nothing serious and that she'll be back in time for their fixture against Zambia.
Yeah.
But here come Germany. Ball in, but it's blocked. Ghana Vivo says 3-2. Prayer emoji. I'm guessing, hoping this game will be 3-2. That would make it exciting at the very least. I know a lot of the American fans watching will not want to hear
I'm up for
any
a goal.
suggestion of this game getting a little bit tighter. But
Let you say it 4. I'm up for a goal. And the ball hit the back of the net all half.
yeah.
And it is a Germany corner, so here we go. Let's get excited.
Yeah, can Germany make something happen from this corner?
If they were to score, they'd probably have, 15, 20 minutes with additional?
Yeah, when you factor in additional time, there's definitely still time here for Germany.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't look like it on the clock, there is going to be some additional time. We know that FIFA love to just throw extra minutes in there from absolutely nowhere.
It's not a bad corner headed away.
By Germa, and now the USA will look to break. Swanson switches it. It's going to be one hell of an effort for Lavelle to get there. She does, but Germany able to get back in.
Great running.
Now she's going so far backwards, all the way back to Sonnet arriving out of the defence. Bizarre to go that deep, but yeah, very much just holding onto the ball, slowing this game down. No intent to come flying forward and risk anything at this stage. The US.
No, makes sense.
Yeah,
they should be alright to see this out now.
Should be.
And two sides who will battle it out on, America will play Australia, Germany plays Zambia for a place in the last 8 at the Olympics. Hunting that gold medal.
Indeed.
Which
Why since the US have won Olympics in the women's football?
Yeah.
12 years, right? I think they won 2012.
At least that. Germany actually won 2016. So both sides would love to win that gold medal back again. Gonna take some beating though, some big sides in their way, including each other. Which could get messy. Germany coming forward, cut out by Naomi Girma. Now the US can knock it around the back themselves. 10 to go.
The USA are the only side with multiple gold medals in women's football.
Wow.
Which tells you everything.
Yeah. How many is multiple?
4. No US has more than 1.
4. Christ. That's a lot.
Yeah.
10 to go.
Gold medals, obviously. You've got... Yeah, USA have the most medals of 6. 4 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Germany have 1 gold, 3 bronze. Canada have 1 gold, 2 bronze. Norway have a gold and a bronze. Brazil and Sweden both have 2 silvers each. China have a silver. Japan have a silver.
Britain not got any?
No.
Wow.
To be fair, I don't think we entered a women's football team until 2019. We tried to qualify.
Shocked.
Because we didn't have...
Don't know why we didn't bother.
Well, because it's Britain, isn't it? It's Great Britain rather than England. So we started trying to qualify in 2019, I think. I remember reading that somewhere earlier, but I might be wrong. But yeah. The highest sentence in the match was the final of the 2012 Olympics. USA versus Japan.
What was that?
That was at Wembley Stadium, and that was when the US won.
What was the attendance?
Oh, 80,000.
Oh,
103. It's the highest of a Olympics game. The lowest was in Thessaloniki in 2004. Only 1,000 people watched US versus Japan that time.
that's probably because it was in the middle of nowhere.
It's in Greece.
Yeah.
It's not the middle of nowhere. Swanson, ball in. At the back post, Lavelle.
Oh.
Can't make it happen. Probably more because it was there wasn't much popularity in the game in 2004. But yeah. The Smith-Swanson show says Jimmy James.
Are we going to get a goal in the second half? Or would it have been a pointless 45 minutes?
It would be pointless 45 minutes. Nothing's ever a pointless 45 minutes of football. all through, and then that doesn't quite work out for the US. But yeah, Jimmy James should be the Smith, Swanson, Rodman show. Not today, but just in general for the US.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
New team name.
Smith, Rodman, Swanson.
Yeah, forget the USA. Smith, Swanson, Rodman.
The SSR.
Oh, God.
No.
Not the United Smith. Smith, Swanson, Rodman. Don't think American fans will be too keen on calling their new American team the USSR. Here is
Well, their first names: Trinity, Sophia, Mallory.
TSM.
Yeah, that's better.
No links to Russia. Anyway,
Success.
children on the ball, Hendrick.
Ooh, foul in there from Gwyn. Ref don't care.
That wasn't a foul.
Ah, looked like it then, mate.
Buell. Gwyn doesn't quite come off, and now Joe looking to bring it the other way.
Rodman. Still Rodman. Still
Something
Rodman.
happened. Shot, and
Oh,
it's
good
saved
save.
wonderfully by Anchor
Good
Trinberger.
save. Still no goals in the second 45. Good save from Berger.
Excellent from
Rodman
Anchor
does well.
Trinberger.
It's on target. It's a good effort from Trinity Rodman. It's a really good save from Ankersenberger. Now we
pushes that over really well.
Yeah. Now Germany have a corner. No. Now America, USA have a corner. Well, they will make a change first.
And that is Williams, I believe. Should be coming on for one of the front three, and that will be the end of Sophia Smith's evening.
What an evening. What an evening.
Replaced by the Gotham striker, I believe, Williams.
Yes. What a player, Sophia Smith. What a night for her.
Yeah.
Very well taken goal.
Did she play for Washington Spirit?
I think so.
Which is the team Geraldes is or has joined.
That is not fun for anyone involved.
Well, for Geraldes and Smith it is. Lots of fun. Now she runs for Thornton Thorns.
Oh yeah. That's more fun. Corner, not a bad ball in, caught by Berger. 5 minutes to go.
Well, apparently the manager at Washington Spirit is Adrian Gonzalez. They have Trinity Rodman, that's it. Not Smith.
Right. Germany missed too many opportunities today, really. Had a couple of chances to nick the good spots, but
Yeah.
Haven't done enough, really.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Hendrick. Minge plays it forwards. Gwyn and Brown trying to make something happen, and that's really smart from Naomi
Yeah,
Gurma.
good defending.
USA goal kick. Yeah, just waits for Gwyn to appear, plays it across into Gwyn, and it goes out for a goal kick. Really intelligent stuff from Gurma.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, good game, very good game. Smith proving a lot of people wrong. I think I said as much in the build-up that that opening game was quiet for Sophia Smith. She didn't have much of an impact when you look at how good Swanson and Rodman were. It wasn't the same really for Sophia Smith, but a brace tonight definitely puts any of those claims to bed. Campbell Williams playing with a strapped-up knee.
Could be a comfort thing, could be a precaution thing, you never know.
Fashion.
Yeah, very fashion.
Fashion, comfort and support. All three.
Trifecta.
Yes.
3 minutes to play plus additional. Is it too early for our time bingo?
Nah, sure. We can do it.
How
Out
many?
of time?
7.
That's a lot. I hope it isn't, but I could see it being that. Earlier there was only 8, and we had a lot of stoppages in that compared to this. So I will say 4. Well, there's not been 4 minutes of stoppages, so
Oh, they'll make that though.
that's what I mean. For even 4 minutes would be hyperbolic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say 4. Obviously, there has been more than that. Every time the ball goes out of play, you could stop the clock and you get 20 odd minutes, I think. But yeah, FIFA a bit over the top with their added time. They just want games to 100 minutes.
Yeah.
Clara Buell tries to come inside. Rodman takes that ball away, and now here come the US survey. Ball inside. Swanson. Chance for Williams, and it's there. USA 4, Germany 1. And that just makes the scoreline look even more convincing.
Goal.
A wonderful evening for the USA. Capped off by a goal from substitute Williams.
You called it.
Very good performance from the USA, did I?
You said the Williams would confidential score.
Oh, I did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, nothing else about my prediction was correct. But I got that.
Yeah. USA well on their way. What a victory.
And that would have been loving. Just bellowing USA or having USA written across our face. I mean, I love it. Admire it. But,
real complete performance.
yeah, this has been emphatic, really, for America.
Germany will be very frustrated.
Indeed.
Not only the goals they conceded, but they could have scored so many themselves. Really nice finish.
Judged
Really
well by
nice-
Swanson to
yeah.
play it across. Williams brought it under our control
Nice
nicely.
way to end the night.
Driven across goal. USA 4, Germany 1.
Yeah.
So Germany coming forward, trying to look for what would be a consolation at this point.
Yeah.
This is where they should be intelligent and go, well, 7 minutes additional time isn't going to make a difference now.
Yeah.
Especially that there's been no stoppages. There's no reason
So
to go
we'll
for
just
2 minutes.
shorten it to 3.
Go. We don't need hours of additional time. But here come Germany. Lohmann takes aim and it's parried wide by Alyssa Nair.
No way.
False flag says Emma Hayes is looking like the greatest coach. She is. She's incredible.
5 minutes at a time.
That could have been worse. Lohmann.
Yeah.
Joe trying to make something happen on the edge of the box here. Eula Brand tries to come inside, takes aim, blocked up and wide, claimed by Nair anyway. But yeah, very good performance. Player of the match, who you say?
Oh, player of the match. I have to go Sophia Smith. She was absolutely brilliant. An incredible performance today. Yeah, very, very impressed with how she played.
Yeah, fair enough. I would have said Smith, a brace today. You can't really argue with that. I'm going to go with Matt. Since you said Smith, though, I'll say Mallory Swanson.
Yeah.
Still got a goal tonight, got an assist as well. Really, nicely laid off there to Williams at the end of the game. So yeah, I think you can make, you can make an argument for a lot of American players today. They've had a very strong performance, but that's
Get in
the one
the
I'm
chat.
going to go for. Indeed, if you are watching along, tell us who your player of the match is. I imagine there'll be a lot of Smiths, a lot of Swansons, but feel free to shout anyone else as well. I think that Naomi Germer had a particularly strong game as well. Has definitely helped in making sure Germany haven't been able to really come forward with any real threat. But yeah. Ashley says, no doubt about that. She is a great coach. That is very true.
Yeah.
Emma Hayes, fantastic manager. There's a reason she's had unparalleled success in the Women's Super League.
Yeah. Incredible.
With Chelsea
manager.
forming what has been an absolutely dominant dynasty in the capital. And, well, we're
Which
just to
looks
see
the
what Chelsea
same.
look like without Hayes.
And it looks like for Hayes, it's converted very nicely into the international stage. Because the USA seem to be making inroads on everyone. A big statement this is. A thumping of Germany.
Rodman comes off, replaced by Nice Wonger. There's another change in there as well. I haven't put up a graphic for that. There we go. Emily Fox off for Casey Kreuger. I think another Washington Spirit player there. Justin Williams says the Rodman show. Yeah, a little quieter tonight, Trinity Rodman, but no, she wasn't. She was brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
She got the assist for the opening goal. Still looked good. Yeah, she obviously didn't score like she did in the first game, but still good. Still quiet. Still good though. USA under a bit of pressure here. Lohman can't quite get that out of her feet, and it's just been messy. Heggering though does do well to win that off of Williams. Goes down in a heap. Is caught in the challenge. Not a horrible one, but that is a foul.
Yeah. Not long to go now. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 120 seconds. What a game for USA.
Counting down the seconds. But yeah, and thanks to everyone that's joined us for our coverage of it.
Brilliant.
Whether it's because you have to or because you wanted to, we appreciate you either way. So yeah, thank you. Nebi and Vula, welcome to the stream, saying USA, very tactical team, very impressive. Yeah. Yeah, definitely so. They are a very strong team. We knew on paper their potential and the quality in that side, and now it's all coming together. With Hayes in charge, Hayes at the helm. Can Germany find some sort of consolation goal though in these last few minutes?
Potentially. No.
Driven low, blocked by the wall.
Not with a free kick like that.
Sonson sends it long, gives Williams something to chase. Won't stay on the pitch though. But yeah, thanks everyone that's joined us. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so. It massively helps us out. And yeah, helps us continue to grow this channel. The bigger the channel, the more we can do with it. The bigger the support. Yeah. And yeah.
It's better than this, usually.
What do you mean it's better than this?
Well, when it's not this, late in the day and...
When Harry's not tired. Yeah, 1,045 subscribers. We have gained...
Incredible.
27 new subscribers today. Appreciate you guys so much. And if we could hit 1,050 today, that would be even more incredible. But appreciate all your guys' support so much. As I say, if you haven't hit subscribe, please make sure to do so. And yeah, of course, we will be live again for USA Australia on Wednesday, so join us there. We'll also have videos out this week at some point. Hopefully, we're waiting a transfer announcement before posting our recent video, but hopefully that will be out very soon. Loving the part up emojis. If anyone wants to put more of those in, feel free.
Love hearts. There's faces, loads in there. There's 4 options. Hit them all. Hit them all.
Just wanted to say thanks, guys. No worries. Thank you, guys, for supporting us. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, and we're going to be covering as much of the Olympics as we can. We'll have at least one game on Wednesday. We're trying to work out if we can stream 2, but the heat might be a bit of an issue with our studio. But we'll see. And yeah. Ball through. That's a really good challenge from Heggering, but she does seem to have injured herself in the process. Becky Fulmer says, thank you guys so much. No worries. Again, appreciate the support and thank you for tuning in. Philip Sullivan as well. Thank you guys for showing support this evening.
Call it there, she's injured.
Heggering, yeah.
You think it would bother?
Seems to get, is it a knee caught in the turf? Or she seems to be grabbing her foot. Referee.
That's it.
Signals the end of the game, and that is full time here in Marseille. USA 4, Germany 1, an emphatic victory as the USA look to claim an Olympic gold medal. They were very good this evening, and well, they're looking very good in general. They'll be hoping they can win some silverware in Emma Hayes' first attempt, and now that she is the new USA manager. But yeah, a very interesting game. Germany played off the park by a very strong USA side. Two sides evenly matched on paper, but they looked different quality out on the field.
I'll tell you what, after today's action, I'm going to have a long lie down.
I am as well, but we will We'll be back on Wednesday for more Olympics action, so do join us there. In the meantime, go and check out our other videos, if you want something to go and watch. And then, yes, see you all on Wednesday. USA versus Australia. Is that the 6th or the 8th? Gonna have a look. That is 6 o'clock BST, so do join us there. Should be a good one. But yeah, that's everything from us today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.